can earn more money on your money with SoFi Bank's highest savings APY. Mine. Look.
All right, let's social this out. No. There we go. Share.
Shopping stores are online at Brianna.com.
All right, and then share. Copy link. Start for the Eagles. Come watch along and complain with me. And then boom. Copy. And then this one. Okay. And then I gotta come over here and go to boom, so I can actually see if anyone's commenting. Dave, I'm like loading up TikTok now. I usually put on YouTube first, and then I'm starting TikTok now. Live. Eagles, Chargers, Monday Night Football. Watch along. All right. Oh, this team's terrible. This team's really not good. I think we probably all knew that it was going to be rough when we saw a positivity bunny. So, yeah, not ideal. So I had my oldest turned 7, so we went out to dinner. And when I got back, I raced home and I turned on the TV just in time to see Jalen Hurts get sacked on like a third down. I was like, oh, this is good. We're having fun. So yeah, not ideal. And sadly not all that surprised, but well, I guess I'm a little surprised that the defense caved early, but I mean, yeah, team's not great. Team is not great. All the expected changes. That's the thing. Like every week, this guy gets on, the podium, and he says two things: we got to make changes, and there's a lot of football left, and they haven't made any changes, and there's no football left. Like it's week 14, and this guy's still talking about a lot of football left. I'm sorry. Like what? Is it week 4? I have no confidence in this coach. I've never really had a lot of confidence in this coach, but then again, didn't complete the heart. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was non-existent. Hey, look at Saquon go. God, haven't seen that since like week 4, and I don't even blame him for that. But here's how bad it's gotten as an Eagles fan. He has that run, and I'm now wondering, how do we fuck up the drive? Like, how does it happen? How do you fuck up the drive? Is it now going to be a 3-and-out? Is it going to be a nice game with a penalty? Is it going to be a turnover? Like, that's just where I'm at as an Eagles fan, where I'm just waiting for the fuck up. I put $30K on Jalen Carter getting ejected for spin. Well, I mean, he's not playing, so I would say you're out $30K. Yeah, I guess we should have known how the season was going to go, and that's how it started. Another good run from Saquon. Look at him. See, this would have been great for me personally, having a Saquon Barkley on my fantasy team. This would have been great a couple weeks ago, now that I'm completely out of it. But hey, go Birds. You see what happens when you run a yeah, amazing, right? Like, they run to the strong side of their offensive line and good things happen. You don't run to the Tyler Steen, Fred Johnson side. And don't worry, though, the draw up the middle or the Tyler Steen lead blocking run is coming. I didn't see the first drive. Like, how bad was the first drive? Because I was coming back from dinner. It is sad about Ertz, man. Like, He's an all-timer. Tyler Steen on cue. On fucking cue. Tyler Steen making an impact. Love it. Give it up for Tyler Steen. He's trying his best. Oh my God. He's so bad. He's so bad. So we can only get something going on offense when our defense. Yeah, right. And that's how it was early in the year. It was like the defense would show up, the offense won it, and then the offense would show up, and the defense won it, and it would be like a tale of two halves, and each one would like take a half and show up, and the other one won it. And then all of a sudden, it just became the offense wasn't showing up at all, and the defense had to do everything. I don't ever need to see Tyler Steen again after this season. He's a wasted third-round pick. Deep ball. All right. I like Jalen Hurts' deep ball, and not even close. And he threw in a double coverage. Although I feel like with Devontae Smith in a deep ball, there is no double coverage. He can just go up and get it and high point the ball. But all right, 2nd and 20. I don't mind taking a shot there. So right now, Allie is 7-0 Chargers. They went right down the field. Like it was hot knife through butter. Wasn't great. So yeah, they're winning right now. Hi, Anna. Hello. How are you? Thank you for coming. You think the offense would look different? I do think they would look different with Becton, yeah. Even with all of Becton's issues in LA, I find it hard to believe they wouldn't be better because he's been so bad. Okay, Saquon. Okay, look at you, Saquon. Saquon last year showed up. Love that. Okay. It's still going to be like 3rd and 14, but, you know. All right. Monsters Inc.'s a good movie, man. Very good movie. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Monsters University. Eagles are frauds. I'm not going to argue that. At least it's in field goal range. And that's the sad part, DG, is like that's where we're at. I think you mean the Whales going to lose? I swear if the Eagles sell again, it's about it's this coaching staff is clueless. I don't know how many of you guys 3rd and 12. Oh wow, they converted. I am legitimately shocked. Dallas Goedert, who hasn't been seen in 3 weeks, showed up. I don't know how many of you guys watch the HBO Hard Knocks, the inside of the NFC East. It is, if you're an Eagles fan, it is not going to give you any confidence that this is going to turn around. I've seen, I'm trying to get to everybody. I've seen some of your dating stories and TikToks. Yeah. You know, the funny thing about the dating stories is like I have some I'll never put out there because they'll like either the person's on TikTok. I don't want to hurt their feelings. The funny thing about the Toy Story one was I had made that in the morning. Then she broke it off with me, having not seen the TikTok. And then she texted me back like 3 hours later and was like, actually, no, like we can continue to talk. And I was like, all right. So we went to Starbucks yesterday. But yeah, I have dating stories I just haven't put out there at all. But I'm glad that people find my failure with it enjoyable. I did get ghosted last week by not one but 2 different women. One claimed to have the flu, and then when I went to check in on her multiple times, I never heard back. And then I messaged her on Bumble too. It was like, I'll just see if you're on here, and then never heard back. And the other just I don't know. Maybe she's busy. Mikey, I will see you, bud. Mikey's in the Monsters Inc. broadcast. I forgot that was tonight. You know what? If it wasn't an Eagles game, I'd probably switch over to that, and I'll show my kid because we always liked watching the Toy Story one. The Toy Story one I think was the better one, but yeah, I'll show him that tomorrow. I forgot that was this week. I did not use Britney Spears songs this time, although I'll tell you right now, and I was going to do a TikTok update. 3 of those Britney Spears women are still remaining. 3rd and 9, by the way. They're in field goal range. I guess that's a good thing. It'd be cool if they scored a touchdown. That'd be even better. It's 3rd and 9, and we're doing passes to the sidelines. That's your genius call. 3rd and 9. You just converted a 4th and 13 over the middle, and you go 3rd and 9. Let's do an out route to the flat. What the fuck is that? I love it here. So yeah, DG. 3 of those people are still remaining. That's the point of that story. What up, girl? All right, 7-3. Yeah, no, I'm not having fun. Yeah, I mean, we saw plenty of that play call when Sirianni's every time it's just the offense. So, Jed on the YouTube chat said, holding gonna ruin the drive like normal. It kind of did. And then Goddard's our number 1 receiver this year. I mean, it's still AJ, but like this is just so bad. Are you originally from Philly? Yeah, I'm here. I am from So I grew up in Oxford Circle, so Northeast Philly, and then I moved to Alany for high school, Delco for a little bit, and then now I'm in like Manioc, Roxborough area. But yeah, I'm still here, slumming it. Trying to get a wife, dates, I guess. Yeah, I gotta make sure she's not on here before I say anything. Let me make sure. Can I see who's like actually viewing this? She is not. So there's one creator on here. I ran into her on like For You page, and she is just drop dead gorgeous. And I slid into her DMs because it was like looking promising, and it didn't really go anywhere. Like I asked her out, so she like knows like, hey, there's interest there. But she posted like a story last night, and I was like, this woman is so incredibly gorgeous, and I'm just waiting to get on her roster, which I never will. But I thought that was promising because she was like, you're funny, I like that, and I was like, yeah, well, I didn't just hand me class clown, like I won that shit, and then I guess she found a better guy, which is understandable. But yeah, she just hasn't checked her. Oh no, she did. Like she saw it. She responded. She like hearted it, which is like the way of saying like, hey, I know you're interested. But yeah, unfortunately, I feel like my dating stories are like more entertaining than the actual game itself. And there's a commercial, by the way, so you're not missing anything. It's 7-3, I should say. They're doing a commercial for Stuart Scott. I actually met Stuart Scott at the ESPN Zone in New York when I was like 10, and the guy was as cool as you could imagine Stuart Scott to be. Oh, haven't given up. No, we swipe every day. We get out there, we get our shots up in the gym. As I always say, Steph Curry at one point was a guy in the gym. He wasn't Steph Curry. He wasn't Steph Curry with the shot. He was just Stephen. And that's me right now, getting my swipes in, swiping left and right. Let's just toss one more. Yeah, exactly. It's infuriating that on a 3rd and 9. I don't know if you're here of that, but like, they had just converted over the middle. They kill teams over the middle. 3rd and 9. Go parallel to me. Makes no sense. That's why nothing is. We're saying that's why nothing's happened. If I lived closer, I would say let's grab drinks, but I'm from North Jersey. That's the amazing thing. By the way, someone named Maya invited me to co-host. I don't know who Maya is, so I'm declining that. That's the amazing thing about, and I've talked about this before, about my dating life. I have attracted women from Vancouver, California, Colorado, Western PA, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, 2 from Kentucky, Ohio, Jersey, obviously Delaware. But it's like, if you get into the city limits, like if you just enter the city limits, like fuck that dude, I want nothing to do with him. And that's my big problem. But yeah, if you're ever in the area, we can get scones. I don't know why I always pick scones. I don't even eat scones. All right, Justin Herbert in his one hand. Jeez, how did he convert that? All right, well, it'll be like 2nd and 3. Eagles fall is so beautiful. I'm gonna disagree with that respectfully, but at least one of us is having fun. Pat's winning their 7th Super Bowl. I don't think they will, and I don't. Only because I think they're just like they're too young right now. But to be fair, what the fuck do I know? Because I picked the Ravens to win the AFC, and they look like absolute dog shit. So you very well could be right. Look at Jordan Davis. Another example of me not knowing ball. Jordan Davis shows up. I should have made a Jordan Davis bust video way earlier than I did, because as soon as I made that video, he all of a sudden became like the best player in the world. Drake May MVP. You can make the case. He's been really good. Another example, I don't know ball. I didn't think Drake May was going to be very good. We need a quarter. Then that's the thing. And I said this before, they need a Vic Fangio on offense because, yeah, they like, you look at some of the people that people bring up of like who they could get, and all those people still have head coaching aspirations. Like, I wonder if you bring in Frank Reich with their relationship with Nick Sirianni, because I don't know at this age if Frank Reich still has ambitions to be a head coach. Kellen Moore's not going to get fired. And even if Kellen Moore did get fired, DG, he would be here for a year and he'd be somewhere else the next year. You know, you'd only have him for a certain amount of time. I understand why they have even brought him in. I don't know either. And you know what? A lot of times though with those consultant gigs, a lot of times I feel like you don't find out fully that someone's in the building as a consultant until like a couple weeks later. So maybe they did. He did just get they jumped, motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Sorry about the language. Pick. Love it. It's a flag. I don't know why I'm getting excited. It's a fucking flag on the play. Why am I getting excited? Why? Why did I do that? And we all know what's going to happen. It's a flag on the play. It's coming back, and then they'll convert. I love it here. When you have the Patriots out with Josh McDaniels. I don't disagree with that. I wonder if Josh McDaniels gets his third coaching job when he's a horrible head coach. He's so bad. I wonder if that happens. Kellen Moore's up the needs to realize he's an OC. And you know what? I don't know. This is his first head coaching job. I'm a firm believer of not judging a guy based on 1 year, especially because he doesn't have a quarterback. You know? So I think if he's able to find his quarterback, like I don't think Tyler Shuck is it. And certainly not Spencer Rattler. So I'll give him a benefit of a doubt for a little bit. Who did I miss? If I miss anybody, I apologize. I'm kind of just seeing him as I go. Yeah, thank God for Jordan Davis. Let me tell you, Jordan. So I do these lives, but I also am live on my YouTube channel, which link in the bio. Please subscribe. I just need subscribers. You don't have to watch anything. Oh, good blitz, and he got rid of it. I don't think that's a fumble though. They're gonna say that like Omarion Hampton was in the vicinity. Really good delayed blitz by Nakobe Dean. Let's see what the call is. Well, it's fourth and 7. Yeah, so link in bio if you could subscribe, that'd be cool. I just need subscribers. I'll say that about 1 billion times. But user 4829, whatever. Yeah, cheer for your team, man. All good. No hate here. But I did a video in like week 2. Like Jordan Davis is a bust. It's fine. Like it happens. Okay. No big deal. We can say it. Jordan Davis is a bust. And then ever since then, he has just gone off. And then I had to do a mea culpa video because he blocked the field goal against LA. So, and he had a great game too. Is that a block in the back? I am surprised that wasn't a block in the back. I love how Coop is always around the ball. He's so good. He's so good when he's not playing on the outside. I thought that a couple weeks ago when they had everybody injured that he was going to be okay on the outside, and he got absolutely cooked on the outside, and I was floored. I was not expecting that. Did I miss anybody on YouTube? I did. So keeping him straight on YouTube said, need 9 yards. Let's run a play for 5. I noticed it a couple weeks ago, but Jalen Hurts is really, really bad. And that last third down call wasn't Jalen Hurts' fault. But he's really bad at figuring out where the sticks are. Really bad at it. Do you think you can win a championship with Tyrese Maxey as the best player? I do, but I don't know what to make of the Sixers team. Like, I don't think what we see from them now is actually them. I accidentally pressed the Netflix button. I don't think that this is their full potential yet, so I don't know what to make of them. But I don't know if I'm getting roped into just fool's gold again, and I'm Charlie Brown with the football. As much as I say Coop should move to safety and play with Reed, I don't know what they're going to do dark about Reed after this season. Like Ginger, I hope. Go Birds. Crash, Eagles crash. That's not bad. User 4829. That's not bad. Because normally it's like die, Eagles die, or I'm probably going to get banned for that. They're probably to kick me off for like harassment. TikTok's very weird about what they stop lives for, but yeah, usually it's more uncreated than that. That wasn't bad. I want to see Tanner McKee. I don't. Here's the thing about the Tanner McKee stuff. It's not going to be any different. It'll probably be worse. Like the argument is like, how could it be worse? And the answer is he's a statuesque quarterback behind Tyler Steen. Like that's how it gets worse. All of a sudden it's not going to be like the offense will click because Tanner McKee's in there. Because Tanner McKee's not going to all of a sudden start calling plays. You know, I mean, the problem with this season is quite simply the offensive line and the play calling. And that is the be all. That is it. It's so Creed, thank you. Thank you for your support. Eagles are the biggest frauds in the league. Okay. All right. Yeah. That's fine. I don't know why Eagles on the live. That's not bad. Yeah. I'm honestly surprised that TikTok did not kick me out for it because you say like one thing and it's boom. I would not sign Simmons. I think if you bring in Ben Simmons, I think it'll be good for like a week and a half. And I mean locker room wise, and then old shit will start popping up and Embiid won't take it. And, you know, and I think he's a really talented player too. I don't think he has a love for basketball. I think he got burnt out, got his money checked out. Oh, all right. There's the blocking, play calling, run game I've come to love. Saw the video where you went off on the Mets. Oh yeah, the Mets are my most hated team in sports. Like I have a strong Bills Seahawks Super Bowl. To me, the Bills need to prove that they can win the big game, i.e. the AFC Championship game, and then I think the best team is the Rams. But yeah, when these Mets fans called up, the one that sticks out to me of me going off on somebody was before the NFC Championship game against San Francisco. This guy called up saying that the 49ers are going to win. And if you've ever been on here before, like I'm pretty respectful of other fan bases, but this guy was like hella disrespectful. And I just torched him. Like I just went off. I don't remember what I said. I blacked out and woke up and credit to Andrew Salchinas, he was my co-host, but he was driving the show and he just like let me cook. He just backed up and was like, go ahead, just do your thing. So yes, Maddie, what's going on? Lisa, hope everything's well. Let's be real. There are only two quarterbacks capable of making the Super Bowl in the NFC, Hurts and Stafford. But would you have said that? I got to think now. I want to be shocked if Baker Mayfield ever made a Super Bowl. Because like when I look at like quarterbacks that can make a Super Bowl, I think like team, obviously. But then I think like, what are the quarterbacks that their teams play for them? And they're willing to fight. And like Baker's got that in him. I don't know enough about Sam Darnold. Do you think we are a year or two away from benching? No, not at all. Not at all. Lisa, great. I'm glad to hear it. I don't know what the stats are actually. Actually, you know what? I did this last week. And I should have done it this week. Where on my YouTube feed, ESPN.com, I pulled up the actual game so people could follow it. Because the number one complaint I get on these is like, can you show the game? And I'm like, no. Like, I'm way better looking than this Eagles offense. And I don't even think I'm great looking. But on YouTube, I was able – let me move this real quick. It's a commercial break, by the way. It's 7:03. There is a link in my bio to my YouTube channel. If you could subscribe, you don't need to watch any videos. I literally just need subscribers. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. And then if you don't, I'll never know. But yeah, if you could, there's people on the YouTube chat and they're chatting away. But yeah, that's my plug that I'll do pretty much every commercial break or if I see more than 20 people on here. So link in the bio. Or you can just search my name in YouTube and you'll find it. I got way distracted. Thanks, DG. I appreciate it. Uncle Pat, are we cooked? Yes, we are. We are very much cooked. They put a fucking bunny in the locker room this week. That was the number one example of we are cooked. Like, the fact that this coaching staff gets up every week and they're like, we got to fix it. We got to fix it. It's on us. We got to find a way to fix it. This brain trust went to the well, scraping bottoms of the barrel. And the best they came up with was, let's get a positivity bunny. And I understand, by the way, that is not like the bunny was tongue in cheek, but the optics of it. And I'm telling you, if you haven't seen the HBO in-season Hard Knocks, to me, like, I came out of that going, this is more 2023 than I thought. In the sense of they don't believe the sky is falling, and the sky's falling. But they're in the building going like, oh, it's not that bad. And it was like, this is the same shit as 2-3 years ago. Like the exact same. Where you guys didn't think it was an issue. Did he pick that up? I think it hit the ground. I think if it didn't hit the ground, it's going to suck. But I think it hit the ground. All right, let's see the I mean, it's not going to matter anyway because it'll be fourth down. Bad throw. I think he hit the ground. Did he? Oh, my God. See, to me, like, that's an interception. They're gonna call that it hit the ground. I mean, but to me, you know, in the schoolyard, that's an interception all day. But yeah, that hit the ground. Lisa says it hit the ground. Okay, never mind. I like your. Oh, thanks, DG. I appreciate it. Yeah, the movie channel I actually make money on. The YouTube channel for sports, I need to get monetized, which is why I'm begging people to subscribe. But yeah, the bunny. I don't know if that was a question that you were asking, but the bunny is in fact real. But yeah, I mean, it's the same rhetoric that you heard from 2023 of like, well, we're 10-1. There's no panic in the building. Oh, well, we're 10-2. There's no panic in the building. Oh, there's 10-3. We're 10-3. Oh, we're 10-4. There's no panic, but it's on us to fix it. And you guys forget that it's 10-4 and we're a good team. It's like, what? How do you guys not see this? Like, I'm not asking you to throw your, stuff in the podium and all that. But like, there's clear problems. And then when you see it behind the scenes that they are seriously saying, oh, the sky's not falling. Your offense struggles to get 21 points. They dummied everybody last year. Like, what are we talking about? Unknown, absolutely go Birds. Yeah, Davion. I've gotten that before. I don't know if your name's Davion or Davion. I've gotten that before. I don't really get too animated until playoffs, or if I get just like some troll in the chat and I'm in a bad mood. And even that's pretty rare. Good tackle. Really good tackle. Really good tackle by Granson. Look at him get down there. I had never heard of that guy until I saw his wife's TikTok account. She was like, yeah, we just signed with the Eagles. And I was like, who's we? Some tight end. Kyle Granson. Bill, it sucks, man. Like, Zach Ertz is a legend. You hate to see that late in the career. I hope that's not the end for him. And I've always brought this up about Zach Ertz, and I apologize to people that I'm missing. It's not intentional. Commercial break, by the way. I've always brought this up about Zach Ertz. Is like Zach Ertz when he was here, his big knock against him was the no yak Zach. You would hear that from Zach Ertz detractors, the no yak Zach thing. And let me make sure that's correct real quick. But when you look at his career, the fact that he's playing this long is because of the fact that he is no yak Zach, because he protected his body. Whereas you look at the way that Dallas Goedert plays, Dallas Goedert has not signed through next year. I don't know if the Eagles are going to sign him, but they really shouldn't sign him more than like a 3-year deal because his body will break down quick because he initiates contact all the time. Zach Ertz has protected his body this entire time, and that's why he's still playing. When he was drafted in 2012, that's why he's still playing all these years later. Having like a 15-year career. So it sucks. Like, I mean, it sucks seeing him play for the Commanders, but I'll never want anything bad to happen to Zach Ertz. To me, he's always going to be an Eagles legend. So hopefully he rehabs and comes back and is able to finish out the way that he wants to. Go Birds. Yep. I hope he doesn't. To me, it's the competitive nature of sports where like it's hard for me to imagine you go out like that. Lisa said it was a dirty hit in her opinion. You can make the case. I mean, I always try to keep in mind with the NFL that like these guys are flying at a speed that we are not accustomed to just naturally. I'm on my couch. So they're running full speed at like 20 miles an hour and they weigh 280 and they're chiseled out of granite and all that. Like it's a bang bang play. I guess I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt to a lot of players of not being dirty. Oh, do we have a fight going on? Somebody was in here. This team blows. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan. I don't even know if I can argue that right now. I don't enjoy watching this team play. I got to be real with you. I enjoyed a Sunday without Eagles football because I was like, all right, well, at least I'm not starting the week angry. Starting Tuesday angry, I'm always angry on Tuesdays. Tuesdays are the worst day of the week. You suck. Run defense is just getting carved up for the second straight. Oh, Jahad Campbell. Hi. I didn't know he was still on the team. That's cool. Joseph on the YouTube chat said, I'm so fucking tired of this offense. I need to egg Patullo next. Let me tell you, the Kevin Patullo egg story was hilarious to me because the faux outrage from the media around that. Mike Garafolo is acting like the guy's house was burned down all because Mike Garafolo says hi to his wife. Your house was egged, dude. Like, nobody slashed your tires. Your house got egged by a couple teenagers. Boo-hoo. And I made a whole YouTube video about it. The eggs deserved better. The price of eggs right now, the eggs, they deserved better than getting plastered on Kevin Patullo's house. But the faux outrage from these media members, like, this is horrible. Oh, my God. They don't give a fuck. But it's like, oh, my God, I'm going to act like I'm so upset because Kevin Patullo, there's no reason for this. Okay. Is it a dick move? Yeah. Are we going to act like the guy's house was torched? Like, go the fuck off. There's my Kevin Patullo rant. Call me a bad fan, but I'm not. I don't feel bad. Oh, I don't feel bad at all. Like, that's the thing. Like, because I guess I don't feel bad because I think the reaction from Kevin Patullo, it was made out to be like he came home and was like, oh my God, honey, get the kids. We're calling the cops immediately. We got to get out of here. The reality is he probably got home and was like, you fucking kidding me? Grab the Windex. Like, wouldn't that be your reaction if you came home, you didn't know who egged your house? Like, great, now I got to clean this shit up. Like, it's annoying. But no, I don't feel bad. Considering what it could have been, yeah, okay, he got his egged house. Boo-hoo. What are we doing? Right now, we are watching a bad run defense and an even worse offense. If you're asking what I'm doing, I'm talking about Kevin Patullo. Have you cleaned up eggs? I have cleaned up eggs. It's not fun. But I survived, believe it or not. If it was eggs on a car, I'd feel a little bit bad because that like fucks up your paint. But even then, like something tells me that Kevin Patullo did not lose sleep. Something shocking told me. Call it a gut instinct that Kevin Patullo is not losing sleep and waking up in a cold sweat going, oh my God, the eggs. The eggs, oh my God. They were brown. They were the brown eggs. No. Like, okay. Throw an egg. I don't have any eggs. I can't afford them. That's what was the most surprising thing was these teenagers bought eggs. But yeah. He'll survive. By the grace of God, Kevin Patullo will survive. Herbert's doing such a good job of evading getting sacked. Good job by Cooper DeJean. He kind of got his hand held. He could have turned around, I feel like, and gotten that, but he probably should have picked that off. But if I see a replay, I felt like he got his hand. But yeah, Sean, there's no way I'm just going to feel bad about somebody have to clean up eggs because that shit happens all the time. Little Latarian Milton's running around here doing hood rat shit with their friends. If it was grown men, I'd be like, yeah, Lad McConkey held on to him. He could have picked that ball. If it was grown men doing it, I'd be like, enough. Like, that's absurd. But it was teenagers, and I did some stupid shit when I was a teenager. Yeah, I'm not going to expand on that. You can get eggs for free in nature. You can. But I live in the city and I live in an apartment too. I'm not gonna start a chicken coop in here. Plus, you have to pay for animals in my building. 21-0. Cool, man. I can tell you, Lander. What is his name? Lander sells. I can tell you right now, man. Like that was 3 weeks ago. I don't give one fuck about the Cowboys game at all. I know this is going to upset you. That Cowboys game did not break the Eagles. The Eagles were broken a long time before that. But I'm happy for you that you got that. And I look forward to your banner ceremony. Coming back 21-0 on the Birds. Because it was impressive. I thought the Cowboys were cooked. They weren't. They came back. They won. Oh, shit. What happened this past week? I forget. Their fathers probably told them to do it. Their fathers probably bought the eggs, but yeah. If we run down the middle, I might just go to the gym. I don't even blame you. Like part of the reason I do these live chats is like a therapy session. I don't have faith we beat I don't have faith we beat anybody. I don't have faith we beat Temple right now. When we gonna have another Lego shit, man. Next season will be the next Lego game. Fire Kevin Matula had no problem with that. You were so brave. You were so brave. When did you transition? Oh man, Leon, I needed that laugh. That was good. What's your take on the Slay situation? I'm not surprised that he didn't go. There's no path really to get him to Philly other than Buffalo releasing him. And Sean McDermott is such a little bitch boy that he's all upset. Oh my God, how dare you not want to come to Buffalo? They're not going to release him, and he's going to sit out a year, and then he'll play next year somewhere, either Detroit or Philly, and he'll call it a career because he's not. It's like you're not going to go out getting released. But I look back and like I wasn't watching a ton of Pittsburgh Steelers games, so I don't know how bad he played. I don't know if it was the situation. I don't know if there's a scheme. But when I watch Adoree Jackson play, it's kind of like I find it hard to believe. It's very similar to the Mekhi Becton thing. I watch Adoree Jackson. I watch Tyler Steen. I find it hard to believe that Mekhi Becton and Darius Slay wouldn't have been better, even though they both aren't playing well for their current teams right now. But look, if he was available, yeah, I'd bring him in because what does it hurt? But at the same time, do I think that Darius Slay coming in the building is going to change things? Like, no, I think they're still cooked. I think they're absolutely and like I feel bad for Brandon Graham. Like he came back for this shit. My only joy with Philadelphia sports right now is watching the Flyers win. Yeah, it's not great right now, right? I mean, you look at it and like, I don't know what the Sixers are. Good run up the middle. Rachel's gonna go to the gym right now. After that, it is incredible. It's either runs up the middle or runs to the right side. Usually, I love Derwin James. They were running to the left for a little bit there and had success, but we can't do that anymore because we had too much success with it. You don't want the other team feeling bad about themselves. You want to build their confidence up a little bit. So let's run up the middle for a 1 yard loss. Genius move by the coaching staff. Again, though, if they'll tell you there's a lot of football left. Are the Eagles going to win or not? I'm not going to say the Eagles are going to win another game this season because that's how low my confidence level is in this team. They will win another game this season. He took a shot. What was the flag? It's got to be holding, right? It's got to be holding. He took a shot. Let's see what the flag is. Thrilling 7-3 game. Wow. Legal contact on the defense. I'm just so accustomed now to seeing a flag and thinking, oh, it's going to be on the offense. Ran right past Tyler Steen. Yep. Real Eagles fan would not be live right now. They would be paying attention to the game. Okay, Rocky, that's fine. That's your opinion, man. That's cool. I'm a casual. I just started following the team last year at halftime of the Super Bowl. So that's cool. I can't do two things at once. I can't pay attention. Is Donovan McNabb still the quarterback? 610, 632. I'm not even surprised. Run up the middle, deep ball, run up the middle. Yep, that pretty much is their offense now at this point. Can't really argue with you. It's so predictable and so vanilla. At least it's from what I hear. I I can't go live and follow the game according to some people. Score 7-3 Chargers right now. Eagles. I wouldn't even call what the Eagles do. They're driving. They're trying their best, but yeah, the score is 7-3 Chargers. 610-632-0975. Wide open phone lines. First time all show. Can an Eagles fan go live during the game, or does it make him a casual? Let's go to the Twitter. The Twitter poll. All right. 2nd and 7 on their own 33. RPO. Okay. All right. Look at you, Dallas Goddard. Look at you. Okay. First down. Like that. Sass is on point. Yeah. It cracks me up. Like, a real Eagles fan would be sitting there and breaking down the all 22. If you were a real Eagles fan, you wouldn't be going live right now. Okay. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. All these years later, we finally know why McNabb wore number 5. Oh, Dart, that's a good one, man. So, fun story real quick about McNabb. Are you ready to lose? But I'm a Philadelphia sports fan. I'm always down to lose. The only thing I'm confident at is the Revolutionary War. We won that shit. AJ Brown, good throw. Really good throw. Threaded that needle in there. Nice job. We went out to Arizona for the Cardinals game when I was working at the Fanatic. And we found a Philly bar that would open up at 3 a.m. to let us broadcast live. And it was a horrible broadcast, meaning like the lighting was bad. We shouldn't have been there. We should have asked the hotel if we could like set up shop there. But anyway, so we get there day one. We got there Friday to do the show, and the bartender was like, "Oh yeah, Donovan McNabb was in here like a week ago, just blitzed out of his mind, like just absolutely shit faced." We're like, "Oh, that tracks." He did not show up during our broadcast though. It would be cool to see Bigsby. Jeffrey, hello. Jeffrey, hello. How about we just give up on running? What's funny is Devesh is they were fine to start the game. I mean, it looked like old Saquon, and then it's run up the middle. Like this, the fact that we're in week 14, the coaching staff has not realized you cannot run right, you cannot run up the middle. But they keep trying it though. Oh my God, great protection. He'll pick up more than I thought. I was gonna say 3, but he picked up like 7. What else we got here? They need to run Hurts. They just did. From your thumbs to God's DraftKings.com account. Today's Twitter poll. TikTok live during the Eagles game. Yeah. We got to the point on that job where like we were throwing up Twitter polls for just the sake of throwing up Twitter polls. Like, I mean, typical technology thing, but we were like, oh, these are great. And then we just abuse the shit out of them. I mean, I was guilty of it too. But we would do like the stupidest Twitter polls. I mean, everybody does. 2nd and 2 and you're throwing the ball and it gets picked off. Why are you throwing the ball in 2nd and 2? Oh, well, it fumbled. So great. It's not going to matter. They're going to punt. Oh, my God. It's so bad. A lot of football left, according to Nick Sirianni. A lot of football left. Go Birds. Go Birds, Freddie. Go Birds. They need to lock in. I mean, if they're locked in, everybody has the fucking key. I don't know why in the world 3rd and 2. Oh, my God. Having fun. We're having fun. They're right to him. What a shit show. What an absolute shit show. That's just like 3rd fumble in like 3 weeks. What's sad about this year is on paper, they're the best roster. They're so good on paper. The problem really, and it's a commercial break, 7-3, Chargers have the ball like they're close to their 50. What sucks about this season when you look at it on paper is most of the offseason moves that Howie made it was the wrong move. Like, the blame gets thrown on Kevin Patullo, and then it gets thrown on Nick Sirianni, and no one hates Nick Sirianni more than me. All right, and then like as you're seeing in the chat, a lot of people are like tired of Jalen Hurts. I get it. Okay, he hasn't played great, but the decisions that Howie Rosen made, like letting Becton go, replacing with Tyler Steen, letting Slay go, replacing him with Adoree Jackson, letting CJ Gardner-Johnson walk for nothing. I mean, they traded him for nothing. You see the impact there. Letting Josh Sweat walk and having zero pass rush. It seems like every move he made in the offseason, it's like, oh, like Josh Sweat can leave, we'll replace him with Josh Uche, who, by the way, is a healthy scratch tonight. Like, it just hasn't been great. From the top down, it has not been great. There hasn't been a lot of positivities about this season. You know, you look at it on paper, you go like, okay, they're 9-4, but they should be so much better. And that's what we have right here. Hey, commercial break. Now's a great time to plug my YouTube channel. If you could please go to the link in my bio, go to the sports channel and just hit subscribe. You don't need to watch any videos. I just am desperate for subscribers. So if you can help me out, you could also just search my name, Pat Egan, in YouTube and then just hit subscribe. I'm not going to tell you I put out fire videos every day. I don't. They're very mediocre. But I would like to get monetized, and I need 1,000 to do that. So if you could help me out, I'd appreciate it. Just link in the bio or search my name. After the game, I'll go record a post-game thoughts. I'd appreciate all the help with that if you could. And if you don't, then I'll never know. And DG, there's a movie channel if you like movies. We all need a distraction from this shit, right? I got invited to the new Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried movie tomorrow. I don't know. I think it comes out in like maybe a week. And my RSVP was so dripping with sarcasm of like, I cannot wait for the new Sydney Sweeney movie. I can't wait. She's got a new haircut. She's got new jeans. What she doesn't have is a PR team. But you know what? You can't have everything. But you know what she does have? She has me there tomorrow night, sitting there with a bag full of snacks, watching that movie, thinking like, what could I be doing better? And you know, it's probably going to suck. But is it going to suck worse than watching this offense? Probably not. At least I find Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried attractive. I don't find anything about this offense attractive. Ugly as shit. Go Birds. 3rd and 2, and we throw it. That was my reaction. 3rd and 2, and we throw it. Now, the counter to that, would be 3rd and 2, they would have run up the middle and gotten hit for a 1-yard loss. Steph, Steph, it gets worse. I have Jalen Hurts, Dallas Goedert, AJ, and Saquon Barkley on and the Eagles defense on my fantasy team. Eagles defense has been good, but I loaded up on Eagles and I've won 3 games, so I had to sell at the deadline. Good tackle. Been shitting on Adoree Jackson all season, but really good open field tackle on that 3rd. So it'll be 3rd and 2. All right. All right. So everybody who says bench Hurts, I understand the frustration. I do. He has not played well. It's not getting better. I said this a little earlier, but it's not getting better with Tanner McKee. You know, the play calling isn't getting better because Tanner McKee's in there. And not only that, but Jalen Hurts is at least mobile. And this offensive line has been banged up all season. And I do think that's a big reason why they've struggled. I don't want to see Tanner McKee behind Tyler Steen. I really don't. What a fucking throw. Oh, my God. What a throw. What a throw. You can't even get mad at that. You just got to tip your cap. The guy's got like one hand or whatever. He's rolling to the other side, rolling to his left, throws across his body and hits Trey Johnson in stride. Or Trey Harris. Good Lord, that was a throw. You got to at least make a change. I disagree. I just don't. Score Calvin. I'm sorry about that. It's 7-3 Chargers. They're about to put points on the board. I have the utmost confidence in the Chargers doing that. I have little to no confidence in the Eagles doing remotely anything but frustrating me. But hey, go Birds. And the other thing about the benching Hurts thing is like the Eagles need to get it right with Hurts. Like you're not going to bench your franchise quarterback when you need the win. It's just not a thing. So they need to get this right with Hurts, and that is one of the reasons why they're going to not bench Jalen Hurts. I also don't think they should, but I'm a firm believer that it won't get better with him, or it won't get better with Tanner McKay. I think it could only get worse. But then again, I don't know ball. As somebody pointed out earlier, I'm a casual. Good tackle, good tackle. Was that Jordan Davis again? No, it was not. Good old Byron Young. Hurts. That throw was terrible. This team blows. Don't disagree with you there. I'm not enjoying this. I said this a little earlier. I'm pretty sure people enjoy my failed dating stories more than discussing what's going on with this offense. I have plenty of those stories. Plenty. We could talk about my failed dating life all day. I went on a date. It was a commercial break, by the way, so it's not like the play's going on. I went on a date on Saturday night. I met the girl's sister. The sister did not like me. Did not go well. Did not like me in the slightest. Got very strong fuck this dude vibes from the younger sister. So we're fighting an uphill battle there. You know, it was kind of like I felt good walking in to the bar, got there, sat down, felt pretty good. So it was the equivalent of like popping off a nice like 7-yard run, and then you get hit with a flag. And then I got hit with like a false start. And it was just like next thing you know, you blink. And for me, it was second a mile. And I'm like, there's no coming back from this. Like, there's nothing I can say in the next hour that we're here where I'm gonna win this little sister over. She was very serious about some topics that I was like joking around about clearly, but she was. At one point I said to her, I kind of like the fact that because I'm very deadpan. I was like, I like the fact that I can say something you don't know if I'm serious or not. And she's like, oh no, I know if you're serious or not. I just don't find you funny. And I was like, well, can't win them all. You know, all we can do is just put out the shot, hope it goes in. That's all we can do. So yeah, didn't win her over. As we have a Google Pixel commercial going on right now. Go Birds, folks. Any fun with bro? Definitely. So I did, but not in that sense. Like they brought it up first. They were trying to get actually, it wasn't they. The girl that I was going out with knows my political views, and I don't want to get political on here. The sister didn't, and she was dead serious, asking me questions that I was joking around giving her an answer. Like something got brought up, and I might have brought up. I may or may not have said, "Why would I get that? There's a microchip in it. I don't need the government tracking me." And she did not find that amusing. And I corrected it like real quick. I was like, "I'm just joking." She's like, "Oh, I know. I just don't find it funny." I was like, "Okay." Again, can't win them all. Jacob says Eagles are trash. Don't disagree. Go Chargers, Cowboys. And that's cool, man. You can cheer for your team, Steven. That's all good. You should have said, I didn't. I kind of just was like, all right, whatever. Like I had to Gabe who said, am I taking her out or you? I kind of like in my head, I had that mindset of like, I'm not here to win you over. I'm here to win her over. So I just kind of found the whole situation amusing. Flagging the play. It's got to be holding, right? It's got to be. It'd be great if they could hold him to a field goal here. I'll tell you, the defensive line has gotten a lot of good pressure tonight. And Justin Herbert's done a really good job of just like evading and getting rid of the ball when he's about to get sacked and all that. God, Jalen Hunt is one of the few guys on this roster that I look at this season where I'm like, he has just gotten way, way, way better than last season. Way better. Like he is a bright spot where I don't find anybody complaining about anything regarding Jalen Hunt. I'm sure we're going to see more Jalen Hunt jerseys coming. Who fumbled? It was Hurts. He threw an interception, then he fumbled. It was a 2-for-1. 2-for-1 special. It's like a Black Friday special. Why are you talking about a date? Why are we looking at a football? Well, Nate, thank you for asking. There was a commercial break. And then when the play happened, I talked about football, and then I went back. And as I said, Nate, before, my failed dating life is way more entertaining than a 10-3 Eagles, once again, offense struggles, fumbling interception situation. At least for Eagles fans, it is. So that's why. But I'm sorry for not being, enough football guy for you in the moment. But yeah, during commercial breaks, I try to like, I don't know, crazy, but talk about like other things. Maybe I should switch over to the Monsters Inc. broadcast. Could it get worse if I switch it over? It does look good. The Toy Story one was so good. As a fan, you think the Eagles are frauds? Yeah, they're not one of the best teams in the league. And the problem with the Eagles is they'll tell you shit. I mean, they do it every week. A lot of football left. We're still first in the division. Like, they don't think there's a problem. There's a problem. So that's the thing. I don't like, to me, like, fraud is like other people look at the team as one of the best teams in the league. I don't know anyone that's looking at the Eagles right now and going like, that's a Super Bowl contender. So I don't know if they're even in the category where you can say they're frauds, because I don't look at them as a contender. They're a shit show. You know, they relied solely on their defense bailing them out for a majority of the season, and then the chickens have kind of come to roost at times, and their offense struggles to get 21 points, it seems like, every game. I mean, they have 3 fucking points right now. And it's the same bullshit of like 3rd and 8, let's throw to the flat. 3rd and 2, we're having a horrible throw and double coverage over the middle. Like, it's just bad. There's nothing good that you can say about the Eagles. There is no player on the Eagles offense where you go, man, he's having a great year. And this team is too good and too talented to have that. And that's the problem. But the defense, yeah, I mean, the defense has bailed them out the majority of the season because they actually have a defensive coordinator that knows what the fuck he's doing. Whereas offense-wise, they have a head coach as an offensive head coach. Horrible throw. He got hit, but a horrible throw. They have an offensive-minded head coach and an offensive coordinator. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Devontae's not having a bad year. Yeah. All right, I'll give you that one. I don't think it's Tanner McKee time. Very good. My autistic son is absolutely loving it. Yeah, I will probably go back and have my kid watch it tomorrow because he's in bed by now. But we watched The Simpsons one before. We watch it every year. I look forward to it when they do that. I think like the technology is so cool. I don't think so. That's the thing, Devesh. They won't fire Kevin Matula. They will never fire Kevin Matula. I mean, they'll fire him at the end of the year, but in season they won't fire him. One, I think it's way too late in the season to do it. Interception, Jesus. The Tanner McKee people are to come in my throat now. Really bad throw. He is so off. Oh my God, that was so bad. That was so hilariously bad. Yeah, they're not going to fire Kevin Matula because it's too late in the season. And then the big one is it's going to look bad for Nick Sirianni if they fire Kevin Matula. And if they didn't fire Sean Desai, they're not going to fire Kevin Matula. You got to remember, like Sean Desai, they demoted him. They didn't fire him. Because when you're in the NFL, there's such a brotherhood in the NFL that even if you're not talented, it looks bad on your coaching tree. And just to kind of save face, they might demote Kevin Patullo. But even if they demote Kevin Patullo, do you want to see Nick Sirianni run this offense? I personally believe Nick Sirianni is already running the offense. But anyway, this sucks, folks. We're not having a good time. If you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, though, that'd be great. Link in the bio, please. Go to that. I'm desperate for subscribers. I need 1,000. So if you could just help a guy out, not asking you to watch any videos, just subscribe. Or you could search my name, which is Pat Egan. What a fucking rush. Get that ball. Get that ball. Get that ball. We have the ball. We have the ball. We're so back. Fucking Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Like, are the Eagles frauds? No. They're the best team in the entire NFL. Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean's out here. Just balling out. Love it. We're so back. We're not back. But that was cool, though. Really, Nakobe Dean just bum rushed the shit out of that guy. And that dude has a family. Like, he didn't deserve that. Nakobe Dean doesn't care, though. Love it. Okay. Got the ball back. Wait, I can't, you know what? And I can't wait to find this offense again. That's the good thing about the defense causing turnovers is it's the yin and the yang. The good is they cause a turnover. That's cool. The bad is we have to watch the offense now. Yeah, but we're just punch your ticket to the Super Bowl. The Eagles are back. If you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, that was my point. If you can't find the link in my bio, just search my name, Pat Egan. It'll pop up. I just need subscribers. Help me out. After the game, I'll do a post-game comment video. I did a 30-minute video today on the UFC's superstar problem. Took forever to load. But yeah, a lot of mediocre content on that channel. That's why I'm saying you don't have to watch any videos, but if you could just help a guy out. Even if you're not an Eagles fan, just help a guy out. This is why I don't say like hit the bell icon. Don't hit the bell icon. You know, you can watch it. You don't have to. Be cool if you did, but like I really just need subscribers. That's the most important thing. Go Birds. 4:31 left, 10-3 game. Chargers on top, 10-3. Offense has shockingly not gotten it right. I know it's going to blow everybody's mind. After the coaching staff said they would get it right, they didn't. I need y'all to beat the Chargers. For my mental health, I probably need to game more than you, but that's fine. I would if you was a Philly guy. What do you mean? I'm here now. I saw the PPA like 2 hours ago. I know you're a Philly boy, but did you watch the movie? I haven't. I have not. Or and I have not. And I know what you're talking about. Oh my God, he ran to the right, or ran to the left, and good things happen. Shocking. But it's on the list of things to watch. I heard it's really good. Did the little sister subscribe? She did not. She started asking me about TikTok, and then she, at one point, did say like we can switch it to YouTube, and then never did. Yeah, born Northeast Philly. Then I went to Cardinal Doherty High School, and then for college I went someplace in Delco. I went to the Harvard of Aston, which is Newman, and now I'm here in Manayunk-ish, Roxborough area. Potholes galore. They put speed bumps in my neighborhood, and I'm just like, I just find those so annoying. And I'm a parent. Like, it's not even like, oh, it'd be different if you're a parent. No, I am a parent. I still find them annoying. Derwin James just got knocked out. Saquon finally looks good, but if you notice, Saquon only looks good when he runs to the left side, which they have not really had him doing much at all this season, which is something that I've complained about it on every single live that I've done. They continue to run Saquon to the right side, which they're doing now, but he looks really good, and he shut me up because I don't know ball. I don't know ball. That's it. I'm about to like bitch and moan about him running the right side. It never works out. And then he runs to the right side and it works out. Because I don't know ball. Even if it was a good block by Tyler Steen. You don't see that every day. The Sheagles need a quarterback. You can come up with a better insult than that. Yeah, wasn't a good time to complain about rushing to the right side. But he at least looks better. Go Birds is the point. I graduated from Dr. way before you probably. Lisa, no. I was 07. You're probably like 04. I bet you we were probably there at the same time. What do you think about Netflix buying WB? Horrible. It's a complete monopoly. I hate it so much. Can't stand it. Hope that my Netflix contact is not on this. Oh, Landon Dickerson's hobbling off. There's a surprise. Great. Love that. You know what that means, folks? We get Brett Toth on the line. We are fucked. We have Brett Toth out here. Completely fucked. Good Lord. Oh, God. A.J. Brown, first down. Move the sticks. Go down the 2-minute warning. I really hope he comes back. As a Broncos fan, hoping that the Chargers win to keep the Chiefs. I don't blame you on that, man. That's cool. Good luck for the rest of the way, by the way, to the Chargers Nation. Nope, 95. Lisa, just missed you. But CD, HS. AJ Brown's about to cook my fantasy. I literally just 8 points. Well, he had just helped out, so hopefully he gets in the end zone. I myself may have a bet on AJ Brown scoring. I have donated so much money to DraftKings.com this year just based on like my faith in the Birds. Hasn't gone right. But yeah. Commercial break, 2-minute warning, 10-7 game. Hurts selling right now. I'm down 10. I mean, I said a little earlier, but like I loaded up on Eagles this season. I had Hurts, Saquon, and Goddard and the defense. And so me checking my fantasy league, there's no point because I was done 3 weeks ago. How in the world does Trevor Lawrence have a commercial? The guy has been so incredibly mediocre. What company is this so I cannot support them? Adidas? Yeah, I'm not buying that shit. Eagles collapse again. Yep, 2023 all over again. Hurts looking better than Dak out there. Okay. Loaded up on Eagles. I can't believe we actually keeping up with the Eagles, but good game so far. I can believe that you're keeping up with the Eagles because the Eagles have been dog shit for like 2 months. You could argue the Eagles have been dog shit all season. They haven't been good. They've won. They've like found ways to win. For the longest time, I was like, well, this is a sign of a good team. They're finding ways to win. It's not pretty, but they're finding ways to win. But that was me thinking they'd get out of it. Like they'd find a way to actually fix this. Because how do you fuck up this offense? And they found a way to fuck up the offense. Hurts playing like playoff Dak. He is playing like play. He hasn't been good. They're not fixing it, and that's what pisses me off the most. Is after this game, if they lose this game or if they win it. Like, here's the thing: they're going to struggle to get 21 points. They have scored 3 thus far. It is 2 minutes left in the first half. They have scored 3 points. They're struggling to score 21 points a game. He will be asked about it, and Nick Sirianni will get up there and say it's on the coaches to fix it, and there's a lot of football left. And they ain't fixing shit, and there's not a lot of football left. But it's like it's the thing he goes to the most, and it's bullshit. It's nothing but bullshit out of that guy's mouth. I say we just blow up the NovaCare Center. I don't want to blow up the NovaCare Center. And personally, I think it's probably a nice building. And I think the cleanup would be extensive. You want a scorching hot take? Because they're showing them right now. Scorching hot take. Jason Kelsey is not a good analyst. He's not. He's good on his podcast. He's not good when he tries to be professional. Who said that? Anyway, go Birds. 2 minutes left. Landon Dickerson hobbling around on the sidelines. Not great. Hey, tank time. Tank Bigsby. Let's go. Oh, gentlemen, what does Sirianni do? I've been saying that for years. Oh, and if you're wondering what Sirianni does, he was asked about that. Couldn't give you an answer. Cowboys fan here. You're actually funny and kind of. Oh, thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. I just appreciate the fact you didn't write 21-0. How about that? Just a couple people appreciating each other over here. Oh my God, Landon Dickerson walking in the locker room. We're fucked. We're so fucked. Anyway, go Birds. Go Birds. I don't hate Sirianni. I hate Sirianni. I do. I've hated Sirianni for years because I look at Sirianni as a guy that rode 2 coordinators, get in the end zone. All right. It'll be like first and on the 3-yard line after a really nice RPO to Dallas Goedert. I look at Nick Sirianni as a guy that rode 2 really good coordinators to the Super Bowl. Well, who gave me that? Joined my fan club. Sure, you can join my fan club. I don't know if I even have a fan club, but thanks whoever did that. When he's point blank asked, what is it you do here? And he cannot give you an answer. When he's an offensive-minded head coach that every time he touches the offense, they blow. And by the way, they look like this. One thing I brought up, and I did a recap of the Hard Knocks episode, which I'll tell you about after this play, the timeout. One thing that blew my mind in the Hard Knocks episode was he's talking to Al Michaels, and he said, "I'm mentally tough." And he didn't say it as a joke. Like if I said like I'm mentally tough, like I'm not. I'm baby shit soft. And I would say it in a way that you would know I was joking. He believes he's mentally tough, and he's not at all. Like Nick Sirianni has no idea how to fix a sinking ship. When things are going great, Nick Sirianni's out there and he's like pointing at the camera and flexing and yelling at fans and shit. And when things aren't going well, he has no idea what to do. He's not mentally tough at all. He rode a loaded roster and 2 coordinators that knew what they were doing. As all he did was buy T-shirts and do a PowerPoint every week. That's what he did. And then when Kellen Moore left and he has to once again elevate somebody from his coaching tree and they suck. Barkley stuffed at the 3. He's going nowhere because it was run up the middle. Yeah, he can't fix. I can't. And by the way, this isn't new. I was saying this when I was on Philly Sports Radio. I was saying this during 2023. I said it last year when they won the Super Bowl. He's not a good coach. He is not a good coach. He has elevated 2 people from inside the building, from his staff to OC. He has meddled repeatedly, and the offense has been stuck. He had to beg for his job after 2023 by basically saying, I won't touch the offense. Bring in an established coordinator. I won't touch the offense. They brought in an established coordinator. He didn't touch the offense. They won the Super Bowl. That guy leaves. Go Birds. Go Birds. That's the point. Go Birds. At the end of the day, it's still go Birds. I just cannot stand Nick Sirianni. I have so much disdain for that man. And it's because of the fact that people believe he's a good coach because he won a Super Bowl. Like, I watched Brian Billick win a Super Bowl. He sucks. What are we doing? What are we doing? Flag on the play. Got drilled. Touchdown, A.J. Brown, but it's a flag on the play. I don't know what the flag's going to be on, but holy shit, he took a shot. He took a shot. Holding. Who? It's fucking holding. Cool. It's coming back. Mailata got hit with a hold. Not a great time to be wearing a Mailata jersey, I guess, right? Just take that touchdown away. All right, minute 4, second goal. Let's see if it's a legit holding call. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I disagree with that. No, I don't agree with that. Listen here, Pat. Don't talk about something you have not got a clue about. That's fine. It's all right. Whatever. I mean, it's my life, so I'll just talk about whatever I want if that's cool. But I have a little bit of a clue. A little bit. Scotch of a clue. Yeah, I mean, there's recorded facts. My God, what is the offensive line doing? What the fuck was the offensive line doing on that? Did anyone block? Or was it like, you guys can go get him? It's fine. Oh, God. Yep, and that's the Buffalo Bills fan. That's what it seems like it's going to be. It's going to be a field goal. Or Luke says it. Saquon up the middle. Facts or emotions? Well, good question. I would encourage you to go read the Tim McManus article from ESPN.com about the fallout from 2023, where he broke down exactly what the fuck happened, where he said that Nick Sirianni was overruling Brian Johnson on a lot of the key plays and the play calling. What makes you think that Nick Sirianni wouldn't do that with Kevin Patullo after winning a Super Bowl? He also stated that Nick Sirianni came unglued on the sidelines after Big Dom was ushered out of the sidelines because of the whole skirmish that happened with Dre Greenlaw. Because apparently Big Dom was keeping him in check. So he was, without Big Dom, he's getting into it with literally everybody on the sidelines coming a part of the teams. Yeah. So again, yeah, facts. But I do fucking hate him. So it's a little bit of both. It's facts and emotions. But yeah, I don't like him. But I don't like him because he's just, again, he doesn't do it. Like, what does he do? What is it that you can point to where you go, Nick Sirianni's done that well? He is I say this like 30 times every live. He's an offensive-minded head coach that every time he touches the offense, they struggle to get 21 points. I mean, I rest my case. But Jeffrey Lurie likes stability. You're not going to fire a head coach after winning a Super Bowl like the next year, So you're stuck with him. It's like, all right, let's see if he learned his lesson. Well, he didn't learn his lesson. Oh, my God. I don't even put that on Hurts. Fucking get the field goal. Get the field goal. There we go. You're on the 3-yard line. Couldn't punch it in. Field goal time. Oh, my God. This sucks so bad. No, apparently Block, I think that's how you say your name. No, like he was like calming him down the sidelines and keeping him from yelling at everybody and losing his shit, which if you've ever seen a video of Nick Sirianni after a win when he's yelling at fans and yelling at Kansas City fans or that shit's for Frank Wright, like the guy is a loose cannon. So the fact that he sat there on Hard Knocks saying, I'm mentally tough. No, you're not. You're a fucking frat boy. Like that is what you are. You are an absolute frat boy. Yeah, Jerry. I mean, but Jerry is not Jeffrey. Jeffrey views the success of the Eagles, and one of the things he'll point to is the long tenure of Andy Reid, of like, we didn't need a new coach for this long. And look, truthfully, I don't think Nick Sirianni is a good coach. Like, I can't stand the guy, like, as you've all heard for the last 5 minutes on my soapbox. Like, I think the guy fucking sucks. But I wouldn't have fired him after winning the Super Bowl. I think he should be on the hot seat now because I think this is worse. When you went through 2023, all the shit that happened in 2023, okay, you went through that. You lived it. And you don't learn your lesson when it's literally repeating. When I'm sitting here and I'm Alan from The Hangover waking up in Bangkok going, holy shit, it happened again. At what point do I blame the man in charge? And the fact that Nick Sirianni did not learn the lesson from 2023, and I'm telling you, if you watch the Hard Knocks, it is bad. Like, it's a bad look. He's sitting there acting like nothing's wrong. Oh, if you listen outside the building, the sky's falling and blah, blah, blah. And they bring up 2023. He had a conversation about it. But he doesn't learn anything. He thinks there's nothing wrong. He'll tell you there's a ton of football left in week 14. And then he'll tell Al Michaels I'm mentally tough. No, you're not. And look, I'm looking at him now. He looks like a dementia patient at a bus stop, wondering how he got there. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Football is lame. I agree. 100% football is lame. Hugh Stop. That's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. All good, man. All good. I don't blame you. I might join you at this point because I fucking hate this offense I'm watching. Go Birds. Thomas Green said Eagles are frauds. That's cool. Eagles era is over. I don't know if it's over because here's the thing, Barts aren't allowed. You could have made the same claim in 2023. The Eagles run is over. And then they got an established coordinator. And then they won the Super Bowl. I hope for my sake that you're wrong. But, I mean, it's pretty clear they're going to fire Kevin Patullo at the end of the year. Like, they will not come back with this offensive coordinator. The question is, will they come back with this offensive coordinator and head coach? My gut instinct is they will retain Nick Sirianni. You got to remember, too, that Hurts is signed a long term. Like, he's staying. He's staying. And I think part of the issue is Hurts is probably extremely frustrated with the play calling and all that, too. He hasn't handled it well. He hasn't been playing great this season. He's been really bad these last 2 weeks. Really fucking bad. Horrible. But you got to remember, when they fired Doug Peterson, it was because Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl, thought that gave him a sort of cachet to kind of like call his own shots, refused to fire Press Taylor, wanted to elevate Press Taylor, and Jeffrey and Howie were like, no, you need another, like a legit OC. He didn't want to get in a legit OC. He wanted to hire from within. He wanted to like build up his coaching tree because of ego. And when they didn't allow that, he was like, well, then I'll just leave. Like, I don't know. I won you a Super Bowl. I won you your first Super Bowl. Like, I deserve to have this call. And they're like, no, you don't. The difference is when Nick Sirianni goes to a Super Bowl, loses, but he blows a 10-point lead. And I don't blame that on him, but they blew a 10-point lead. And the next year, it falls apart. They're 10-1. It falls apart. He doesn't pull the same move that Doug did. He's a yes man. He does whatever they want him to do to keep his job. You want me to get an established coordinator? I'll get Kellen Moore, no problem. I'll keep my job. I do wonder what happens this go around because he has won a Super Bowl. He has gone to 2 Super Bowls. I wonder if ego comes in check or if he goes hat in hand, basically saying, I'll do whatever it takes to keep my job again. Picked off. That's cool. Get down, dude. See, he didn't get down quick enough. No, he's injured. He didn't get down quick enough, so you got 7 seconds left, so it's not going to matter. I guess you can try one quick out route to the sidelines and then kick a field goal. But, like, do you have any faith that they're going to be able to complete that? Because I sure don't. Okay, flagging the play. All right, that's cool. All right, go Birds. I'm going to hop off at halftime, and then I'm going to hop back on for the second half. You guys are cool, though, because you're not Kevin Patullo and you're not Nick Sirianni, but you guys are all cool. If they don't re-sign Phillips, I'm going to be real annoyed. Great job by him. Yeah, that was mean by the guy to hit him. You shouldn't have done that. Just ask him to go down. Good job by Phillips on that. Go Birds. That's what I'm saying. Flag was on the Chargers. Yeah, no, it was cool. I'm very like deadpan. That isn't that like legit. Like, oh, cool. But I could see why the confusion would be there because I've been very sarcastic this entire live because I have to because I'm not going to be the guy. Yeah, I saw a video, a highlight of this Warriors fan, and every once in a while, like someone will come on here and be like, "This is like the calmest Eagles fan ever." And it was the Warriors Sixers game. And if you're not aware of what happened in the Warriors Sixers game, Tyrese Maxey goes for a game-winning shot. He missed it, but VJ Edgecombe put back. They go ahead. They go down the court. Tyrese Maxey blocks the Golden State attempt by DeAnthony Melton. Sixers win the game. It is November. This guy's a Golden State fan. It's November. Actually, it was last week. It's December. I thought it was late November. It is December basketball. He's losing his fucking mind. I hate those lives. Like losing his mind, screaming at the top of his lungs, falling out of a chair. Like you should have given this dude an Oscar nomination for the faux drama that he was displaying on this live because the Golden State Warriors failed to defeat the Philadelphia 76ers in December basketball. I was like, oh my God, dude, there's no way if the camera wasn't on, that's how you're acting. All right. Oh, good. They're not even ready. They're not even ready to go out. I love that. I love that. Not even ready to go out. Whoever said 10 seconds, you're correct because they put it 10 seconds. I don't know ball. Hard to care about basketball. And so, like, I care, but I'm not acting like this is a game 7. And I feel like a lot of the sports lives where you do a watch along, no matter what, they all act like it is game 7, do or die, win or go home bullshit. It's like, dude, it is May baseball. What was that? You come out. Wait, you come out. You have 10 seconds to work with. Jalen Phillips just went out there, sacrificed his life to get you that football. You have one play to get a modicum of yardage. And your best play call is to try to get the ball to Will Shipley to make it a little bit easier for Elliott. That's your play call. Did he miss it? He missed it. He missed it. Now, I was convinced that he was going to hit that. But this makes the play call even worse. It makes it so much worse. You had 10 seconds, and your play call was, let's throw to Will Shipley out of the flat. We're having fun. Football is fun. Sports are fun. I love this. There was a guy earlier on here. He probably is gone, and he was like, bro, why are you talking about like dating stories, with football on? This is why. Because shockingly, getting ghosted by a woman that I have formed my life with in my dome. My frontal cortex has formed a long life with this woman that I've talked to for all of 3 days. Getting ghosted by her somehow is less shitty than watching this. Somehow. 10-6. I love it here. I'm going to hop off. If anybody out there hasn't heard this, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it. Links in the bio, or you can just search my name, Pat Egan. I just need subscribers. You don't need to watch any of the videos. YouTube makes you have 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. I need to get my ass off the pole. All right. I need to get off the pole. I am not exactly Magic Mike out there. Divorced women are aggressive. I need to get monetized on that. Oh, dude, I got ghosted so much. Call me Pac-Man. That's how much I've gotten ghosted. I got ghosted last week by two different women. Talked about it earlier. But yeah, if you could subscribe, that'd be cool. If not, I'll never know. But like, if you could help a guy out, again, you don't have to watch any of the videos. Just if you have a working Gmail account, if you could hit the subscribe button, link in the bio, or just search my name, Pat Egan. You don't have to follow me on any account. Lord knows I want it. I think you've all seen why. You've seen enough of this. But coffee's expensive, so I'd like to be able to get monetized, and thus I am begging. I promise as soon as I get 1,000 subscribers, you'll never hear me bring up the YouTube channel. But now, anyway, but I'll be back at halftime or at the second half, and we can go through all the mistakes that happened in the first half. This sucks. Go Birds, though. You guys are cool. Go Birds. Go Birds, dickheads. Go Birds. Go Birds. Go Birds. All right. This isn't fun. YouTube crew, straight up not having a good time. Oh God. Not having a good time. I hate this team so much. Like, really don't like them. 10 text messages when I was gone. How about that? 10. Did not expect that. 95 yards, a sack, 2 picks. Like, he's just been so bad. Drafted Sully over Mike. Not to worry. Left. I feel like the clip from the Karate Kid movie with Will Smith kid where he's like, I hate it here, I want to go home. And unfortunately, I am home. I'm here. Oh, God. This is not fun. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How was your weekend? Pat, even if they pull us out. Yeah, that's the problem is like I feel like we're in a lose-lose. Keep them straight. I feel like we're in a lose-lose. If they win, the coaching staff will think that everything's fine. And if they lose, how can we be happy because they just lost? Oh my God. I gotta find the clip. Where is it? Football is fun. Football is fun. I hate it here. Give me 1 second. I don't like it here. I'm gonna get water. Oh God. Go birds. Go birds. Anyway, yeah, so this sucks. Not having fun. My mom texted me, and then my hockey group chat. So I got that going for me. And then none of my bets will hit. None of them. So that's cool too. Again, none of my bets will hit. I don't even remember what I had. I know I had, I think AJ Brown scoring a touchdown. Maybe Jalen Hurts scoring a touchdown. I try not to get on Jalen Hurts too much with turnovers because he just doesn't turn the ball over a ton. And I think we're very fortunate in that sense. Or we do have a quarterback that won't turn the ball over at a huge clip. I mean, I feel like we've gotten more used to Jalen Hurts going through a full game without turning the ball over than we have where he has. And I think that that's pretty rare. But with that said, the last 2 weeks, he's been atrocious. Absolutely horrible. I enjoy watching Travis Kelce sad. I'll be real with you guys. I enjoy it greatly. Okay, so here are the bets that I had. I've definitely had more fun at 3 a.m. than I have. Yeah, I feel bad the most for you, man, because it's 3 a.m. I had the Eagles to win. Debatable. AJ Brown to have 50 yards. He's got 33 right now. Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown. And then I have Jalen Hurts scoring anytime touchdown. So, yeah, it's not looking great on any front. It's not looking great on any front. Oh God, whoa! I'm not even gonna correct these people. Yeah, raid it up. Raid. Grossi raid. This is actually more entertaining than the game. Go Eagles. Oh, we gotta go Eagles. There you go. That guy's cool. All right. Grossi, Posse, raid time. Go Pack Go. That's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. Go Pack Go. That's all good. All good. If you guys can subscribe, at least. You don't have to watch any videos, but at least subscribe. Fly was fly. All right. That guy's cool. I'm telling you, this is way more entertaining than the actual game itself. Go Broncos. That's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. Cardinals fan in there. We got sent here by Grossi. I don't know who Grossi is, but it seems cool, whoever they are. Yeah, they seem all right. Seem like good people. Again, though, if you could subscribe, I'm desperate for subscribers. I need 1,000 to get off the poll. So if you could help me out, go Lions. All right, that's cool. Packers fan, Chargers, go Chargers. You can cheer for your team. All good. Tom Grossi. I don't know who that is. Again, though, seems like a nice guy. We're all fans of our own teams that we watch. Tom, and he sent us here. Yeah, cool. Packers live streamer. Okay. All right, that's cool. Thank him for me. I never talked to him, but he seems like a nice guy. So yeah, if you could subscribe, I really appreciate it. I don't know why he decided to like help me out with this little raid thing that he did. He probably just felt bad for me because I'm an Eagles fan, just going through it, watching this offense. But I'm telling you, this is like the most entertaining thing. I've watched a half of football. This is it. The Grossi Posse is the most entertaining thing I've seen. Amazing guy. Actually, seems like most Packers fans are great. Like Eagles fans get a lot of rap for like being Eagles fans. But like I feel like Packers fans, you're not gonna run into like a rude Packers fan for the most part. They're all pretty cool. Good like Midwestern people. Just spreading the love. All right, well, thank him for me. Or I'll find a way, I guess, to reach out. He rates streamers to promote. Oh, that's cool. See, that's cool. That's cool of him. Love that. Jeez, Tony Pollard still alive. Good for him. Yeah, well, thank the guy for me if you could. All the people from the Grossi Posse. If you could subscribe again, you don't have to watch any videos. Very mediocre content on this channel. Very mediocre. I just need subscribers so I could get off the streets. Get off OF. Kidding on that front. No one's paying to see this body. He almost had 1 million subs. Oh, damn. Good for him, man. I can tell you from my other YouTube channel because I recap shows and review movies, and that channel is monetized. I don't need any help with that. But like getting people to just hit a subscribe button, very difficult. Very, very difficult. I understand why people are like and subscribe, and I'm like, you don't have to like. You can hit thumbs down, but if you could subscribe. But yeah, that's really cool. We rated halftime while he pees. Funny enough, I hop off TikTok live at halftime, and sometimes I go. Yeah, there's no OF account. There's no $3.99 a month, unfortunately. Nobody. Actually, maybe I could do one like just to pay me to put clothes on. I'll start scantily clad. I'm telling you, this body is like a bag of milk. It's not impressive. Tom's been streaming since 2015. Found out about raids sometime during the early era. Yeah, that's. I mean, again, if you guys could thank him for me, that's really cool. Tell him I appreciate it. I've been told I'm one of the more calm Eagles fans. So, but yeah, I'll try to reach out to him on some way. I mean, I'm sure he's got like social media some way, and I could thank him. $1 million last spring. That's awesome. That's so cool that he raised the money for Children for Fallen Patriots. That's a good dude right there. Oh, I can just so I play hockey like 3 times a week. I don't have the feet for feet picks. But with that said, I don't kink shame. So maybe somebody's into like really ugly size 8s. Yeah, all right, I'm a size 8. Like sue me, okay? I didn't pick that shoe size. Maybe I should dabble. You're giving me ideas here. They got this. I hope. I mean, their offense has been so bad this entire season. Even like so, Grassi's I think I'm saying that name right. If I'm not, you can correct me. It's either Grossi or Grossi. The Packers game is when it actually all started. Ironically enough, they came apart. The offense they couldn't score anything. That game was so ugly. That Packers game, and they won that game, but like, there's deep problems with the Eagles right now. Like deep problems. Like they need to go to therapy. And they won't. But it's all right. I got my Super Bowl last year, so I try to keep everything in check. Try to remind myself there were some good days. And then there's good people on here that help a guy out. So I appreciate that guy. As I sit here and watch an ad for the new Knives Out movie. I will. He does comedy too. All right, Tom. I'm gonna write all this down because I gotta subscribe to him at least. Beating us comes at a cost. I mean, again, like this has been the most entertaining thing I've gotten from this game. So, you're all greatly appreciated. Normally, I do pretty well on TikTok lives, and then the YouTube live stream is like there's nothing. There's very loyal like 5 of us that will be here and watching it. But that's really cool that the guy does this. So I will reach out and tell him thank you. Yeah, I mean it's weird. Like TikTok, I usually do pretty well. And then if it's ironic, if the Eagles are doing really bad, somebody wants to see the pain, so they'll like all of a sudden my views will go from like 30 to like 110. If the Eagles are doing really badly, and then people realize like I'm not throwing chairs because it's a December game, so they check out. But YouTube will always say the same pretty much. Oh, thanks, BBGBs. I think that's how you say your name. Stranger Things reaction. So I'll tell you right now, there's no reaction. It's literally just a recap. But there are a bunch of movie reviews. All my movie reviews that I do on that channel, they're only a minute long, and it's all movies that, when I put them up, at least they haven't come out yet. So like, I reviewed the Knives Out movie. But for those, I mean, if you could just let the ads run, I don't really care if you watch the damn things. But yeah, but I appreciate everything. Bought him a juicer to relive the frustration. Smitty was so pumped about that juicer. I guarantee at one point he's like, at least I got the juicer. The juicer will not let me down. So his favorite juice was apple juice. I'm not really an apple juice guy. I don't mind an orange juice every once in a while. Here we are doing juice talk. All right. Let me pull up the let me pull up the TikTok live. That was cool. I gotta bring that up on TikTok for people. 6 turnovers. Cool. Good football game here. Good football game. Go Bears. Thanks to everybody that subscribed. I do appreciate it. As a Colts fan, I think this is my lowest point ever as a fan. I feel so bad for you guys, man. Like, truly. The fact that they're going to Phillip Rivers and trying to get him involved kind of speaks to the desperation. But, like, does it really take 100 apples? I did not know that. I'm not a pro athlete, though, so, like, Smitty can easily go get 100 apples. But to the Colts fan, I do feel bad, man. Like, if you finally looked like you had something there, and then he tears his Achilles. I feel bad, really bad for Daniel Jones, too. Like, he's a reclamation project. He's having a good season. Finally gets out of New York and out of that offensive line situation, and then he tears his Achilles. It's a shame. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, nice job. Way to bottle that up for a loss. All right. Waiting for anyone. It's funny because now I have no one on TikTok. Grassy rhymes with posse. Oh, okay. That's a great way to put it. Okay. Got it. All right. I appreciate that because I would have butchered that the entire time and then would have felt like an asshole. Tomato juice, the goat. Oh, all right, Mikey. I didn't know you get down like that. All right. Mikey, by the way, he lives in England. He's up at 3 a.m. watching this slop. 10-6 game. Good bounce to the outside. Really good bounce. Can't even get mad at that. So it'll be like 3rd and 4. I have 2 people on TikTok now. Smitty's great. Smitty's hilarious. I don't know if anyone's seen the clip of Devontae Smith being asked by like a 6-year-old, like, who curses the most? And he's like, probably me. And then they show all the times where Smitty's just cursing up a storm. It's hilarious. I'd hang out with Smitty. Oh, get him. Oh, good slide by Herbert. Herbert's balling out this game. He's been really good. Considering what he's going through and just coming back from surgery, he looks really good. Go Birds. Go Birds. I'm waiting for like more people to join my TikTok so I can like tell them about what happened on YouTube because that was cool. Took me off guard. When I used to work in sports radio, we would have like bots, like full on like OF chat bots try to infiltrate. And I thought initially that's what it was. And then it was like, oh no, this is just like some guy being nice. Like go help this guy out. He's watching Jalen Hurts turn the ball over 3 times in one play. Yeah, so it was cool, DG. So DG just asked what happened on YouTube, on TikTok. So I hop off here and I'm still on live on YouTube. And there's normally on TikTok, like I'll do pretty well views wise. And then on YouTube, I'll still have like 5 people throughout the entire game watching. It's only 5 of us. And then all of a sudden, like all these people came in and they were just yelling raid. Like it was like the whole chat blew up with like raid. And they were all saying what fan they were. Apparently there's this guy, Tom Grossi, who's a live streamer that during halftimes of games, good tackle, really good tackle. Apparently he just like shouts out like a guy like, hey, like go watch his live or whatever. Go help the guy out. We feel bad for him. and he saw me, and I guess he saw that I was wearing an Eagles jersey, having to watch the slop, and he was like, "Yeah, go help out." So I got like a bunch of these people that were like, "Yeah, like we came over because he told us to," and I'm sure at least one of them subscribed. But it was cool though. It was way more entertaining than the first half of the game. Apparently, Tom's like a really great guy, does a lot of charity work, so go look him up. I think it's Grossi. Oh my God, they had that. They had him stopped, and he just kept churning. But yeah, it was cool. We'll see what Jalen does. I do have more confidence in Jalen in the second half. My favorite two were Smitty, Cold, and oh my God, yeah, Smitty talking about the Cold is legit hysterical. He's like, to me, like Devontae Smith is the oppo Jalen Hurts. Like Jalen Hurts is like so like monotone and there's no personality, and Smitty is just out there being all charismatic and stuff. Good tackling. Run defense looks a little bit better. Shaquille's just like they're done. I'm not even gonna argue with you on that if you think they're done. And that's not like I think you're wrong. There's nothing that tells me you're wrong. Insane Clown Grassi. Yo, Mikey, that is hysterical. I hope they use that. I have no Chargers or Eagles jersey, so I'm wearing my Patriots jersey. That's cool, man. You can cheer for your team. They're fucking loaded this year. They're stacked. They're 10 wins or 12 wins or whatever it is, and number one in the East or number one in the AFC, and yeah, they look really good. Let's see, third down. How did he hook his helmet? Yeah, but how? That didn't look, but like I don't understand how the helmet moved the way it did. My Saints are yeah, they just need a quarterback, I feel like. Oh, good rush. How did he get out of that? Oh my God. They've had such good pressure this entire game, and Justin Herbert has just found a fucking way. God, he's got talent. Hurts is the one reason Smitty chose Bama over LSU. There's definitely two Hurts, and there's the one that we don't see and the one that we do see. And I don't really care for the one that we see, meaning in like post-game pressers, and because he just talks in fortune cookie wisdom. But yeah, I mean him and AJ Brown were like great friends, I guess, until they started playing together. As a Seahawks fan, I'm loving when the Eagles lose. I get it, man. I'm like that with some teams, so I understand. Why though? Like, because we don't have a rivalry with Seattle, so like, what's the reason? Seahawks own the Eagles. They do. There's no lies to text on that. I mean, shit, they lost to Drew Lock 2 years ago. Drake May has been going off with it. Yeah, it's amazing what happens. Like, I feel like Stephon Diggs is like, if you want your young quarterback to take the next step, just trade for Stephon Diggs. He did it with Josh Allen. He failed to do it with CJ Stroud, but he's doing it now with Drake May. I just never thought Drake May was going to be as good as he is, but again, I don't know ball. Oh, Justin Herbert is balling on this drive. Would you rather have Shador? Oh no, I'd rather have Jalen, no question. Sam Darnold's been playing great for you guys. The reason why the Shador Jalen question is, while Jalen is playing horrible this week, and he played horrible last week, and he has not had a good season. I've seen this guy win games any way possible. Like, I've seen him win it with his legs. In the biggest stage in the Super Bowl, I saw him throw and win the game. Like, the Chiefs took away the run game, and Jalen Hurts balled out in that game, like diced them up through the air. And then the defense played great too. But like, I've seen him find ways to win consistently. So for me, it's not even a question. Like, I'm not selling stock on Jalen Hurts. I'm buying stock on Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is extremely frustrated with the offense and the play calling and all that. He needs to play better, no question. Like, he's been bad these last 2 weeks, but like, I'm not selling stock on Jalen Hurts at all. I know a lot of people are, and I get it. Like, if you don't watch the Eagles consistently, like, I understand the criticism of Jalen Hurts. Because when you look at the stat line, they're like 150 yards, 40 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Like there's nothing overly special when you watch it, but it's just the way that he's been able to win games. Chargers hit a field goal, but there's a flag on the play. Yeah, it seems like Sam Darnold's been a big upgrade. I mean, at least the jump that Jackson Smith and Jigba has had with Darnold, it wasn't like he was bad, obviously, with Geno Smith, but it's been a massive jump with Sam Darnold. What did he do? What did he do? What did Moro Jomo do? For what? What did he automatic first down? Like, what did he do? Oh my God, that is the call. You're giving an automatic first down because he put his hand. That's unsportsmanlike conduct. The NFL is broken. And if you're new, I'm not one of these fans that is like a straight up homer. Like I will tip my cap. I'll say when the Eagles got away with one. That is an atrocious call. And I'm not saying it's an atrocious call by the ref. That is a bad rule. Like that is a horrendous rule. That you just took 3 points off the board, gave them an automatic first down because that's trash. I hate football. I hate sports. I wish I was one of these like artsy people that wants to talk about Jackson Pollock versus Frida Kahlo. Go Birds. If Hurts uses leg more when they call bus, he would extend the play. He tries. I mean, their offensive line's been banged up all year long. And that's not a great excuse, but like their right side is completely shredded. So he does try all the time and barely get called. It's not a holding call if you don't get called. Hope Jalen. That's mean. See, like, why would you say that? Like, we're not hoping for injuries here. I've never heard that. You're biased. Okay. I mean, you haven't been on here long enough, though. Then if you think I'm biased, but that's fine. If you stick around long enough, I think you'll figure out that I'm not. I just think that call is absolute. And I would have said that if it went against, if it was the opposite, if the Eagles had gotten that, I would have said that call is, because I can't stand the bullshit taunting call. Like the Eagles just had a sack and you've got a guy dancing, but because he's not facing the quarterback, it's not a 15-yard penalty. But God forbid somebody, does anything and laughs or whatever, and it's facing the opponent. Oh, it's 15 yards. Meanwhile, you've got choreographed dances in the end zone, and that's not taunting. And by the way, I don't think there should be taunting at all. Like, these are grown men. They're getting paid millions of dollars. The fact that we're treating it like Pop Warner is bullshit. But the Eagles have had that call, and they've had to go against them. And both times I complained about it. So even when like it helps the Eagles, I think it's a bullshit call. Rachel had something. She said something. NFL scripted. I forget what she said though. Rachel, I feel like every team wants it more than the Eagles right now. I feel like every single team. All right, well, at least they held them again to a field goal. Just don't use the leverage this time. 34-yard attempt. I still can't get over that penalty. I cannot get over that. That is a call. Nobody used leverage. Oh, he hit it. All right, 13-6. On one hand, you go, they're only down by 7, but it just seems like it's so much more because of how this team has struggled all year long. Oh, I've been there. That's like the little Disney district near Disneyland. That's like a really cool area. Nice Barnes and Noble. One-score game, yeah. It is a one-score game. It just feels like more. Why is the Target Santa like? Why is he like a silver fox? Like, why did they make this like Target guy? Like, Santa's supposed to be like a chunky dude. Like, why does Santa look like he did P90X? Anyway, as a former high school football official, you do not want taunting removed. You'd have to bench clear. So I'm not saying for high school. High school, I understand. High school, I get. Pop Warner, all of that. And even in a way, I get college. In the NFL, what is the difference between, like, for example, and this is my gripe. Guy gets a sack. He flexes over the guy. He gets called for 15 yards. quarterback throws an interception. He sees the entire defense go down into the cha-cha slide and reenact Castaway, and that's not a 15-yard penalty. Again, I don't think either should be a 15-yard penalty, but the idea that like, oh, well, he was looking in his direction, I think that's horrible. I think that is horrible. And I don't think that there would be fines only because I don't think there would be bench clearing balls, like you said, because they would get fined out the wazoo. If there's not bench clearing brawls for some of these choreographed dances in the end zone, then they're not going to be a choreographed ball for quote unquote taunting. And by the way, the taunting is legitimately like flexing on a guy. Like, I don't know. I think it's a baby shit soft rule. Okay. Hurts is so elite. You know what's funny? I have a friend named CK, and he's in the game right now. He's at the game right now, and his name's CK. It's not. I don't think it's you though. Kevin Patullo is the enemy of the state. Something tells me that they've taken the eggs off the shelves in Moorestown, New Jersey. He's not good. Will we score a touchdown? Probably not. I don't think it's all Kevin Patullo's fault. I think that Nick Sirianni has a large hand in this, but he has done literally nothing to keep his job. There's no defensive Kevin Patullo. I would love to see the bots that are defending Kevin Patullo because there are none. But yeah, someone tells me Kevin Patullo should be in. Oh, he won't be in Philly next. No, he'll be fired. I think I said this earlier in my first half one. I think the only reason that you've had a situation where Kevin Patullo has not been relegated to another role like a Sean Desai was because he's an offensive head coach and Nick Sirianni's an offensive head coach and Nick Sirianni thinks it'll look bad for him if the side of the ball that he apparently is the expert on has been failing so badly that they need to demote. You can make the case for Sean Desai because it was like, well, Nick Sirianni's not a defensive head coach. He fumbled, and he got it back. All right, Britton Covey, you got it back. It's fine. No harm, no foul. It was a good return up until that point. I was about to get all pissed off, but then, he got the ball back. Well, Britton Covey. Guy making $1 million in half a year isn't going to sweat. You see, I disagree. Guy making $1.5 million a year. I mean, when you factor in how much he's actually making, 1.5. So he's really making like $875. Probably actually closer to 800. Agent's going to take 5%. Then you factor in living expenses. I'm not crying poor for these guys, but it's just deceiving is all. I think that they would care. It's all right. We can agree to disagree on it. Great throw by Jalen Hurts. Haven't said that pretty much all game, but good throw to A.J. Brown. So there's 34 people on here. So cool moment happened on YouTube earlier. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok. My YouTube channel, links in the bio. If you could subscribe, that'd be cool. I need subscribers. So that'd be really cool. Or you could just search my name, Pat Egan, and then subscribe. You don't have to watch any of the videos. And I'll tell you the cool thing that happened after this play. 13-6, by the way, with 5 minutes to go in the third. Oh, where are you going? Good job. Dallas. Come on, man. Get the ball. So usually what happens is I do one of these at the first half. I hop off TikTok, and then I'm through YouTube. I'm on. Sorry. What we got? Great. Dickerson's questionable with the calf, at least not a knee. So I'm on YouTube the entire time. And then with YouTube, I usually have like 5 or 6 people consistently on YouTube throughout the game. Usually no more than like 7. Wow, good job by Saquon Barkley. But he lose a lot of yards. And then all of a sudden, it went from 7, and like all these people flooded the chat. And apparently, there's this guy named Tom Grossi, who's a streamer who also streams games. But at halftime, he just tells people like, "Hey, go check out this guy to help people out that are doing this." And so like it was cool. Like I had like of all these like new people that were checking it out. Hopefully, they didn't think I sucked. But they were like through all walks of life. There was like Cardinals fans, Lions fans, Packers fans. I guess Grossi's a Packers fan. So that was really cool. So if you could go support that guy because he seems nice. He does a lot of charity work apparently, like a lot of charity work. So which is always good. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, it's my big 3rd and 15, and he throws a great pass for 10 yards. If you've been on here before the last 4 weeks, you have heard me complain about this. Jalen Hurts has no idea where the first down marker is. And on 3rd downs, it's kind of important. And now we're back out for another field goal attempt. 54-yard attempt. He missed a 48-yarder earlier. I still have a lot of confidence he'll hit it. He hit it. He hit it. All right. 13-9. There's 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, and they have yet to score a touchdown. We're having fun. Barkley run should have been called for delay game. Huge difference between flexing over a good player versus punching, chop, blocks, taunting, flag, soft. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. My Cowboys broke. I don't. They didn't, Nico. And I'm not even like being rude about this. They were broken long before you guys. So they've had problems all season long. The game where you look at and you're like, what the hell's going on is post-bye, which was a Monday night game against the Packers. And both teams couldn't score. And then that segued into the Cowboys game where they were able to score. And then obviously we all know what happened there. But no, like I'd argue, and I'd be fully transparent and be like, yeah, they probably were broken. No, they weren't broken by the Cowboys game. They were broken long before that. Long before. Eagles need to go quarterback shopping. Respectfully disagree. He hasn't been playing well though. Eagles versus Chargers, watch along. Apparently TikTok wants me to debate the game performance. How do I even sleep after watching a performance like this? Melatonin helps. Or sometimes like people use gummies. It's Hurts the worst quarterback in the NFC East. I don't think he is. You should rank. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not ranking quarterbacks. I'm going to leave ranking quarterbacks to Chris Sims. He lives for it. He loves it. He loves ranking quarterbacks. Are the Eagles the worst offense in the NFL right now? They're not good. Whiskey helps. Whiskey does help, yeah. Game is the worst I've seen in a while. The problem is this is the worst game I've seen since the last Eagles game. And then that game, that was the worst game I've seen since the previous Eagles game, and that was the Cowboys game. And then before that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is the worst game since the last Eagles game. Solid bet tonight would have been no one anytime touchdown. Shit, I wish I took that because, again, I'm just donating money to DraftKings.com. They should do a sponsorship. Patullo was terrible. Yeah, no one likes Patullo. I don't know how people heard. I'm a Chiefs fan, but respect the Eagles. Oh, I appreciate that. Do you think Lurie steps in and says enough? I mean, I think at the end of the season, but not in season. No, I don't. I also think it's too late. Like, I think if you let Patullo go for whatever reason, if you demote him, if you fire him, like nothing's going to change because whoever you bring in is going to be in-house and they're going to be Nick Sirianni's guy. And I think that this is Nick Sirianni's offense. I say that based on the fact that every time Nick Sirianni touches the offense, this is what it looks like. So, yeah, I think I don't think it's Hurts. Like, I don't think Hurts is the problem. I think it is fully the head coach and the offensive coordinator having no idea what they're doing. I mean, the fact is, when they've had good OCs, Shane Steichen, Kellen Moore, they've done well. The offense hums. Everybody's happy. When they promote from within, even though technically Shane Steichen was a promotion from within, but he was still the OC. At the time, though, I say that because Nick Sirianni was calling the plays, and then Nick Sirianni just handed off play calling to Shane Steichen. But when they've hired from within, it's been a disaster. So what's more likely? The fact that Nick Sirianni's meddling or the fact that you hired from within and hired two guys that look like they've never watched football before? I mean, it seems like when they elevated Brian Johnson and now Kevin Patullo, it was as if they hired Ted Lasso, meaning like he'd never watched soccer before. Well, these guys never watched football. No, like they're football coaches. Like the idea that all of a sudden they don't have no idea how to run an offense. I don't know. I'm going to blame a little bit on the head coach for that. Good hit, balls out, but they recovered. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk on that. How many losses? I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I apologize. How many losses for the Cowboys to go above us. I don't know. I'm not good with math. I took remedial math in college. Herbert has almost 3 picks as well. Herbert's been really good though, evading sacks. Like I've been really impressed with his mobility this game and his pocket awareness. He had one incredible pass to Trey Harris where he was going to his left, threw across his body, hit him in stride. It was really, really impressive. Mount Rushmore of NFC quarterbacks in no orders. Well, I mean Chad Pennington or Chad Hutchinson. I mean, up there. Tony Banks. What a run! Jesus. Oh, there's a flag. Thank God. You feel like we'll go best? I don't feel like they'll go best first round. I don't even know like who they play. No idea. But this is 2023 all over again. The only big difference between this and 2023 is that 2023 they were a shit show on offense and defense. In this time, they're only a shit show on offense. They have a defense coordinator. They have a defense. They have an adult in the room who knows what he's doing. Whereas in 2023, they had no one. Like they had Sean Desai. They demote him from Matt Patricia, who tried to change the defense mid-season. And then they have Nick Sirianni yelling on the sidelines, overruling Brian Johnson. Like it was a disaster. At least you have Vic Fangio. And if you've noted, like the defenses won them plenty of games when the offenses failed to score more than 21 points. I mean, the fact that the Eagles, it seems like every week struggle to get to 21 points. And it doesn't matter who they're playing. Not that good pass rush. Get him. Nice job. Great gang tackling on that. And then Jordan Davis finished them off. Great job. That's a prime example. Like they have a defense. They have a defensive coordinator. Score is 13-9 right now. Neither team has looked great. See you guys next year. Is that a Scottish flag? Yeah, see you next year, man. Here we go with Nick YYY. Here you go. Yeah, I mean, it's like my thing that I can't get over. But somebody asked about it. Somebody asked about Kevin Patullo. I didn't bring it up. Maybe I did bring it up on my own. I don't know. Wow, that was a Kevin Patullo, Nick Sirianni play call. You had third in the parking lot. You called a rush up the middle. D looks good. Yeah, take a shot every time. Sirianni's mentioned. Dude, if you take a shot every time Nick Sirianni's mentioned the live stream, you'll be drunk real quick. Wait, I thought I had to approve somebody. Hurst looks lost on throws. He had a really nice throw though to AJ Brown last. Was it last drive? Yeah, I think it was last drive. All right, punt team out. If you guys real quick, as they are just going to fair catch it. For those that have not heard, for those that have heard this, I apologize. For those that haven't, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, there is a link in the bio, or you could just search my name, Pat Egan, on YouTube. It'll pop up. You don't have to watch any of the videos. I literally just need subscribers. I'm slutting it out here for subscribers, showing slutty elbows on the feed for subscribers. So if you could do that, help a guy out. You don't need to watch any of the videos, but link in the bio or just search Pat Egan, and now I'll get stuff. What's going on with this game? This is like a comedy. No, it's not like a comedy. To me, this is like how would I describe this game? This is like a Sydney Sweeney movie. It's just horrible. Like you go in expecting like, well, at least I'll get to look at her, and then it's like that's not even worth it. That's what this is. Like, all right, well, she ain't that hot, and I'm wasting 2 hours. Like, to me, that's what this is. This is not a comedy. I'm not having a good time. I imagine if you're not an Eagles fan and you hate the Eagles, you're having the best time. You're having a ball right now. You're loving life. I've heard Jennifer's Body was good. Jennifer's Body was good, though. We need to play better. We do. Nikki, we do need to play better. Me, you, and everybody. Who's winning? Well, the Chargers are winning. 16-9. Thrilling game. Brian, go Birds. Always go Birds. Even when I'm angry, even when I'm, shit on, it's always go Birds. It's always fly, go fly. Love getting go Birds in the streets. Barkley's my fantasy running back. Jalen Hurts is my quarterback. Dallas Goedert's my tight end. It has been good. I don't hate either team, but my Patriots didn't play this week. It's crazy that Herbert is playing with a broken. It really is. Like, Not only is he playing with a broken hand, I think he's playing pretty well. He's had some dicey throws in there, but like his pocket awareness has been really good. And as I said that a few times in the stream, but yeah, he's played well. Hurts is a joke. Fumble and INT same play. Brock Purdy couldn't. You're right. And I think that's a sign of a really good quarterback, actually. How about that? Because it takes talent to throw an interception and fumble the ball on the same play. See, you guys, like Jalen Hurts is playing chess out here. Brock Purdy's playing checkers. He's spacing out his interceptions and fumbles. Jalen Hurts knows I might as well just get this out of the way. I'm going to do it all in one play. He's, there's something to it. Texans are literally better than the Eagles. Okay. Can y'all? They're trying to beat the Chargers. Hurts is far from a joke. I agree. I don't think he's a joke. I think he's a good quarterback who's had a bad game, and he's had a bad game last week. But a lot of people are angry at Jalen Hurts right now. A lot of people. All right, go Birds. Go Birds. 1st and 10. Here's where it turns around. Wasn't great. Okay. All right. You know what? I called a little premature. It didn't turn around that play. Landon Dickerson's back out. That's good. There's a flag on the play. Oh, offsides on the defense. All right. That's good. That'll help out. It's rigged. I don't think it is, James. Respectfully. Maybe I'm naive. I don't know. I don't think it's rigged. I think at some point somebody would have gotten that word out there. Plus, I think if it was rigged, the Jets wouldn't be so incredibly horrible. Same with the Giants. Like if the NFL was going to rig, if any of these leagues were going to rig anything, you're not going to have the New York market be trash. And when it comes to the NFL, the New York market has been trash. Man, the offensive line is just there's chunks of plays in this game where the offensive line has just been like, go get them, boys. Kill the man with the football. It hasn't been every play, but there's been a few where like Jalen Hurts is running for his life. They don't even play. They don't. And let me tell you, Giants fans don't like that. I used that insult when I was 14 at an Eagles-Giants game, and I was like, New Jersey Giants. And this guy was like, it's New York Giants. I was like, what state are we in? He didn't appreciate that. He didn't appreciate me pointing out geography. I'm like, sorry, bro. Read a map. Got him. Cooked him. Usually I'm upset with the play calling, but I'm blaming Hurts on this one. That's fine, Danny. I think we're in a situation now as Eagles fans. Did he get that? No, he didn't. It'll be 3rd and 1. I think we're in a situation now as Eagles fans where whoever you decide to blame, they probably are to blame. If you want to blame me, hand up. Maybe I wore the wrong jersey. The only person I can't, like, if you are like, I'm going to blame, like, Jalix Hunt, I'm going to have a problem with that. He's balled out. There's a commercial now because it's the end of the 3rd quarter. Thank fucking God, because 3 quarters of this has been brutal. If you could, again, click the link in my bio and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm not asking you to hit a bell icon. I'm not telling you I put out fire videos every week. I don't. They're very mediocre. I just simply need subscribers. You could also search my name on YouTube, Pat Egan, but the link's in the bio. Help a guy out if you could. And if not, I understand because I have to wake up with this face. I get it. Okay. I understand it completely. Go Birds. Jalen broke my heart. I understand. But you know what? But he mended that heart last year, though. You got to think back to the good times. That's what you got to do. Focus on the good times. I'm trying to get to everybody. I apologize. It's not intentional. Now starting a quarterback. Steven, I'm going to tell you right now, not to brag, but when me and my buddies, the nerd herd, we get together in like 7th, 8th grade, start slinging that rock. Yeah. I can whip that ball 15 yards, not to brag. I was steady QB. At the time, I was like 4'10", but I was slinging it. Coaching can't control the mile out of holding. No, you're right. You're 100% right. Again, this is why I said, if you want to blame me because I'm wearing a mile out of jersey, I'll take the blame. I'll take the heat on that all day. All right? We're in a situation. If you want to blame somebody, I'm not here to tell you wrong. Current Texans defense or Legion of Boom. I mean, Legion of Boom won Super Bowls. I love seeing what D'Amico Ryans has done though. Because D'Amico Ryans is one of the more underrated players. Like I was so pumped when the Eagles got D'Amico Ryans, and I'm so happy to see his progression in the NFL because apparently he's like a great dude too. I never had an interaction with him, but you think we win? I think you mean win the East. I think they win the East, and I think they probably lose in the first round. Blame me. I will not blame you though. I'm not going to blame you. And TikTok says I'm supposed to invite someone named Lucy to coast. I don't know why I would do that. Play Bigsby more is key. Guy runs. I don't know why. You know what? Yeah. Everybody thinks it's an Ertz jersey because it's mirrored, but it's a Mailata jersey. Shame about Zach Ertz though. Really, really hope he doesn't retire. Oh God, Eagles are horrible and being exposed. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that. I mean, and that's not like a dismissive arguing. You know, like when your crazy uncle brings up the latest conspiracy theory and you kind of tap him on the head on Thanksgiving, you're like, all right, Uncle Pete. No, like if you want to say they're horrible and being exposed, they've scored 9 points. There goes Saquon. Home run. Thank God. Thank God. That's I honestly God, and I know it happened at some point this season. I don't remember the last time that happened. I don't remember the last time the offensive line created a hole where Saquon untouched, and we got it a ton last year. A whole lot. I'm still waiting for the flag. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank you. I forgot what that felt like. I don't even know what to do right now. Am I supposed to? I guess I'm supposed to clap. Look at this. There you go. Like I knew he could do it. Knew he could do it. All right. That's cool. We're so back. We're so back. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Here we come. Where's the Super Bowl this year? We're showing up. We are showing up in the thousands. All the Eagles fans. You know why we're showing up? Because they're going to be there. We're so back. We are so back. We're not blaming anybody. I'm kidding. I'm very tongue-in-cheek with that. We're not back. But it was cool to see. I mean, that was fun. I enjoyed that. And now I get to see a commercial for the NBA Cup, that thing that nobody gives a one fuck about. Go Birds, though. Go Birds. Now you sound like a Cowboy. No, I'm not trying to be a Cowboys fan. I'm not trying to be. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm having a stroke. I guess I just wonder if it's like too little too late. I'm happy they scored, obviously. Like finally, yes. And I had a bet that Jalen Hurts would score or Saquon would score. But do I think that they're back to being Super Bowl contenders? No, I don't. But thank God we saw a modicum of offense. Like just a little bit. Nice to see. But do I think that all of a sudden like the offense just figured it out and they're gonna click? Like, no, I don't. Hope I'm wrong though. Hope I'm wrong. But go Birds. Are you watching ESPN? I am watching ESPN, and I am going to the next time it's actually my oldest birthday today. He turned 7, and we've watched the Toy Story, we watched Simpsons one, and we're gonna watch the Monsters Inc. one tomorrow because he's sleeping. But yeah, I love why. I think it's like the coolest thing that they've done. But go Birds. Everyone's saying go Birds. No, go Birds to you. I'm rubbering your glue. If you're gonna say go Birds to me, boom, bounces right back. And then it sticks to you because you're the glue. But yeah, I love when they do like the Monsters Inc. and the all that. It's just so cool. It just gets kids into football. Like if I sit my kid down and try to explain football and try to get him to watch it, he doesn't give one fuck about it. But he will watch like the Slime Time Live. He'll watch the Monsters Inc. And the fact that they do a really good job of explaining it in like kids terminology. Like I'm sitting there like breaking down like nickel coverage, or at least trying and failing because I don't know ball. But they just do a really good job with it. And I wish I had it as a kid. Like I wish I had the Slime Time Live and stuff. And instead I just had my drunk dad complaining about Bubby Brister. It's not time to trauma dump. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that on the TikTok Live. We're not trauma dumping. Go Birds. Bears might get their first round, but they might. They're good. I want a Bills versus Eagles Super Bowl. Only team Buffalo hasn't played in the Super Bowl. Until I see the Bills arrive, to me, the Bills are like the Eagles back in the Andy Reid when they just like they couldn't get over the hump, and it's fitting because Sean McDermott was on the staff, but they just find ways to not. What a tackle! Good Lord, man, he has a family. He has a family, sir. Good Lord. Really good tackle. Go Birds. From the NFCM. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I never thought about that. That would be cool. I'd be I'm at the point where I'd be very surprised if the Eagles got out of the first round. And that's just because I have no faith in them figuring this offense out all of a sudden. And I really hope I'm wrong, obviously. Really hope I'm wrong. But 16-13 game here. Fourth quarter basically just started. Big run by Saquon if you're just joining. Finally. And I look away for 1 second, and Barkley breaks away for – and that's why, Brian, you got to look away more often. Brian on the YouTube. Brian on the YouTube made the ultimate sacrifice for all of us to enjoy what we saw. DG says he misses a 30 points of offense. Shit, so do I. So do I. There was at one point, I thought we got it in the Dallas game. You know, they jumped out to that 21-0 lead, and I thought, like, okay, here we go. They actually did kind of figure something out. And it was going to be easy. And then, like, they were like, no, we hit our quota. We're done. We're done. Get them. They have got their pass rush this game has been really good, and Justin Herbert's done shit like that. His ability to evade and have pocket awareness in this game has just been the thing that I'm going to come away with. Most impressed with Justin Herbert is his ability to just evade sack, because he should have been sacked probably like 6 or 7 times at this point because they've just had such a good pass rush, and he has been able to get out there and find ways to extend plays and all that. Yeah, he's running, but Andrew, he's running for his life, but he's been completing. That's the most impressive thing to me. Running for your life and completing. What do we got here? Did the Chargers win yet? Not yet, Dom. They're losing right now. They're losing 16-13, but there's like basically a quarter left. There's like 14 minutes left. I don't follow college football that much, so I follow Temple, and that's it. So no, I don't follow college football because I follow a 5-7 win Temple football team. But no, I don't follow it much at all. I used to way back when I was like in high school, but at some point there's only so much brain bandwidth I can handle, and watching the 4 majors and then watching UFC and then, you know, movies and TV shows and stuff. It's like I got to give up something. He missed him. It was that another like delayed Nakobe Dean, by the way, is balled out this game. He's been incredible, but he just missed blowing Herbert up. But again, Herbert is able to just like semi-sidestep him, and like they're just like, at what point do they leave? Did they block Nakobe Dean? He's been blowing him up all game. That's a really good job by Justin Herbert. Danny, I've been saying that all game. Like, how has he been doing this? This is the game that he's having right now. Stat-wise isn't impressive, but if you've watched, like, his ability to like evade all this shit is like peak Mahomes level, where he's like evading sacks and then like whipping the ball, finding ways to like get first downs. Although it's 4th and 3 now, so maybe I'm giving him way too much credit. But they'll punt. Great, that's cool. They can't block anybody. They look really bad. Yeah. I mean, they lost their starting left tackle for the season, and that hurts. Mekhi Becton hasn't been very good for him. I know that. Herbert playing like 27. That's a good example. Yeah. All right. This is big. They get a punt. You know what they really need right now, which something they did last year at a high level, is that long, sustained drive. That should be a penalty. I thought he got a face mask, but no, I guess not. Little Britton Covey. Love it. Britton Covey. Get fired up, Britton Covey. All 5'7" of you. There's a guy we can root for. They need a long, sustained drive where they just like break the Chargers' will, and it ends with a touchdown. Not a field goal, but a touchdown where you give the Chargers 4 minutes left, and you know they're down by 10, and they have to rush. Like, they need one of those drives. I don't have a lot of faith they'll do it, but they need one of those. I love Britton Covey. Yeah, DG 8-minute drive, and they did that so well last year. Herbert has quite the arm strength. Yeah, he really does. His ability to like even like the side throws are really impressive. The play I keep going back to is him rolling to his left, throwing a cross body and hitting Trey Harris in stride. Very impressive. Barkley got a taste of last season. Let's see. That's looking forward to see if he finds, because he talked about the whole like he's in a funk and he just needs to get out of it and stuff. Well, like hopefully that does get out of it. McConkey forgot how to play. The problem there is McConkey's in Kwanyanamo Bay. He's getting locked up by Quinion Mitchell. So I mean that happens a lot of times. Like it's not just old lad. You know, I mean Terry McLaurin's a prime example. He had how many touchdowns last year? He played Quinion Mitchell and he did nothing. And the dude was shut down. So, like, impressed with the play calling this game. Hurts is the issue. Haven't been impressed with the play calling too much. Hurts has been bad. But my problem with the play calling is that they start the game off with runs to the right side finally. Runs to the left side finally, which is the strength of the offensive line. That's been my complaint for a large stretch of the season. They've been running primarily up the middle or to the right side. You finally run to the left side. You do that a few times in the opening drive. Big success. Looks great. And then you start going back to runs up the middle and runs to the right. And that just like – but there hasn't been a ton. Well, there was a 3rd and 9 throw to Smitty in the flat that I was like, what are we doing? Like, that was bad. It was just dumb. But then there's been a few, like, right before that, they had a first down to Dallas Goedert over the middle. So, like, to your point, it hasn't been as bad as it's been in previous games, but I also don't think it's been good. I've been Jalen Truther until these last 2 weeks. No, I mean, I think he's had it bad 2 weeks. But I said it earlier. I'm buying stock in Jalen Hurts. I'm not selling stock. I've seen this guy win games every which way. You know, I mean, I said this on my YouTube because I'm on my YouTube feed as well. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, he did grab his face, man. There should have been a flag. He should have. All right. I thought I was just making shit up. So I'm live on YouTube. I hopped off on halftime, and I said, you know, I try to give Jalen Hurts a break when he turns the ball over because he doesn't do it. So when he does it, good job by Jalen Hurts there. So when he finally does it, I try to be like, okay, he hasn't done it in like 3 weeks. Quarterbacks are going to have turnovers. It happens. And I think as Eagles fans, we've grown more accustomed to going through an entire football game where Jalen Hurts does not turn the ball over at any point than a game where Jalen Hurts does at least once. And I think that finding a quarterback that does that in the NFL is very, very rare. You know, usually it's like you just chalk up like, all right, 1 interception a game. Like, it's fine. It happens. Or 1 fumble a game or whatever. Another interception. I'm praising the guy, and he does that to me. You do that. I'm singing your praises, and you do that. Now, I don't really think that was your fault because whoever I didn't see who you threw it to, but they should have come down with the ball. But AJ Brown couldn't pull it in. Horrible timing. I have a way with like just saying shit, and then that happens. And then I come on here and I'm like, can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? And then I wonder why no one does it. Probably because moments like this. I'm sitting here talking about Jalen Hurts, he doesn't throw the ball over that much. And 2 seconds later, yeah, you got to catch that. AJ Brown has to catch that. That's not on Jalen Hurts. It's still not great timing by me. It still goes down as an INT in the stat sheet. Oh, God. It's as if somebody's up there and they're like, how do we make this guy look like he knows nothing about football? All right, just watch it live and then just do the opposite. So as I was saying, because now the Chargers offense is on the field, not great, not ideal, 35-yard line, the Eagles 35-yard line. Yeah, I think Eagles fans have grown accustomed to like going through a full game with no turnovers from your quarterback. When he does it, I try to give him a break. The problem is, really good job by the defensive line again. The problem is the last 2 weeks has been nothing but turnovers. And I think that you kind of forget about all the games where that didn't happen. So I give him a pass. Like even this game, he's at 4. I'll give him a pass. He's been brutal, but I mean, they're still winning. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth here. Go Birds is the end result. All right, go Birds. Love the Eagles. 4 turnovers. Yeah, I remember not getting into it, but making this point with the Packers playoff game. The Eagles fans came out of it saying, If the Eagles play like that next week, there's no way. There's no way that we win. And my point was like, well, what are the odds that the Eagles play a game where Saquon, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown will score a touchdown? That all happened in the Packers game. They still won. The odds of that happening again 2 weeks in a row, slim to none. I think the odds of them having 4 turnovers next week, slim to none. They might have 2, but I don't think they're going to have 4. I mean, yeah, because to your point, like this is insane. That might be the most interceptions, or at least tied for the most he's ever had in one game. I'd have to go back to his rookie year because he wasn't very accurate his rookie year either. But the defensive line, man, has been like the MVP to me this game. They've been all over Justin Herbert. He's just done a great job of getting out of the way. As a Packers fan, a Chargers fan by default tonight. That's understandable, Sean. All good, man. What's happening? Well, the Eagles went ahead, and then I started talking about how Jalen Hurts is really good at protecting the football for the most part, but this particular game he's not, and then he threw an interception. So, Silas, what's happening is I look like a dipshit. Thank you for asking. We'll move on. Go Pack Go. All good, man. You can cheer for your team. Possibly the worst primetime game ever. No, there have been worse. There have been much worse. I remember Tyler Palko being the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs on a Monday Night Football game, thinking, why am I watching this game? And if anybody out there remembers that Tyler Palko game, God bless you. AJ Todd Pinkston Brown. I just think it went through his hands. Like, I just think he just didn't catch it. Stop talking. You're not the first woman to tell me to stop talking, believe it or not. I get that quite a bit. The problem is it's a lot, like it's a watch along. So I feel like I have to talk. I could talk about my more filled dating stories if you want. 8:25 left, 16-13 game. Chargers are in field goal range. All right, let's see what happens. Handoff. Good tackle by Jalix Hunt. Tyler Palko. Yeah, you remember. Yeah. Young Bull remembers Tyler Palko. The pride of Pitt. You think Franklin will do well? I think Franklin will rejuvenate Virginia Tech to be just what they were, just what he had at Penn State, which is a very good team that is good enough to get to the Fiesta Bowl and not do jack shit after that. And I think that he will then use that and find some opening like Florida State and have his agent float out there that he has interest to consistently gain raises and not actually win a damn thing. Because I think he's a great recruiter and a great snake oil salesman and a dog shit head coach. But they'll be better than they are now, that's for sure. Where are you from? I'm from Philly. I feel like you've asked that before. At least you've been on here before and you've asked. But yeah, I'm from Philly. I'm here now. What do you think about CeeDee's injury as an Eagles fan? I mean, I don't like seeing anyone get injured. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I'm not here really cheering for injuries. Not one of those. So, I don't really have like a strong opinion on it. It just sucks for him. All right, 31-yard attempt to tie the game with 7:29 left. All right, tie game. Do you think Mike will get over? Mike to get over. Do you think Mike will get Mike who? That's just a generic name you threw out there. I need are you talking about Mike Evans? I'd assume because he has the streak. Okay, because I thought Dallas. No, God, no, I'm not from Dallas. I've never even been to Dallas. Might miss an Elliott. No, God. Yeah, I think. What's he at now? Let me look it up because I haven't exactly been paying attention to his stat line. What is he at? Let's take a look. No. I don't think he'll get it. He's at what? Wait. What is he at? This is trash. The ESPN website is so bad. Where is Mike Evans? I said Williams. Mike Evans reference. Let's see. Because once again, I don't have him on fantasy, so I don't really keep track of him. No, man, I don't think he's getting it. No, 4 games, 140 yards. That's gonna be a struggle. I don't think he's gonna pick up 900. But you know what? Baker will try. I feel like you just tried to sucker me into like one of those like Jimmy Kimmel bits where like they just name a guy and they're like, "What do you think about like Mushu Pork's defense?" And they're like, "Love it. He could be a little bit better, but I like it." I'm like, no, I'm not falling for that. I'll tell you right now if I don't know something. I'll look it up. Didn't fall for that one. You're gonna go extremely conservative next drive. I think ideally they want to do that, and then they get put in a situation where like they're unable to run the ball like they were last year. And then you got to throw it, and then you got Jalen Hurts just being like, "Are you wearing blue? Take it." But so I'm like, wait, I appreciate the question. Whoever asked that. Are we going to win? I haven't felt good all week. Did I bet them to win? Yeah. Why? I'm an idiot. Desperate for birds. I think we're all desperate, Andrew, if you're an Eagles fan, for sure. Am I looking forward though to if they do win, people getting up and acting like, well, there you go. See, sky's not falling. And it's like, did you guys watch what we just watched? Like, it wasn't good. Commercial break, by the way. Tie game 16-16. I'm a huge Birds fan, and I bet against them. Oh, I see. I'll never do that. Do what you will with your money, obviously. Like, I'm not going to criticize you, but I because then to me, it's like a lose-lose. Either the Eagles lose, and I'm pissed, or the Eagles win, and then I just lost money, and I'm pissed. So I just can't. I did pick them, though. I'm in a fantasy league where you just pick against the spread. I did pick the Chargers, though, in that one. All right. And then I got to plug my YouTube channel for the millionth time. If you guys could just click the link in my bio, and that'll take you to my YouTube channel, and just hit subscribe. You don't need to watch any of the videos. Or you could go to youtube.com and type in Pat Egan, and then it'll pop up. I'm just desperate for subscribers. If you could help a guy out, I'd appreciate it. And if not, I understand. Because I watch my stuff and I know how annoying it is. Who's winning its tie game? I do. Well, so in that league, you pick against the spread every week. And then if you win like first place that week, you get like $40. And then like if you win the whole thing, you get like 600 or something. But it's a flat, like I pay like $85 for the entire season. And then every week we just pick against the spread. I missed Thanksgiving week. I'm completely blanked. I don't like that call at all. That's very similar to the call that they had on the 3rd and 9. At least he stayed in bounds though. But I mean, they need whatever. All right, go Birds. Yes, Matthew, go Birds. Yes, it is tied. Maddie, thank you for the help. It is tied. It's 16-16. I thought I said that earlier, but Texans rooting for you guys. You guys are good. I said it earlier. I was praising. Well, thank you first of all. Bad sport. I was saying earlier, I'm a huge D'Amico Ryans fan, so I'm really happy for him, what he's been able to do down there. Not surprised that he's had success. And that's right. What we just saw is the problem with having a conservative drive is like you can have conservative drives when you're running the football well, and they're not. And then it continues to go up the middle or to the right side. They're not strong there. They're continuing to do it. And then you end up picking up 2 yards, and now you're in a 3rd and 6 where you're forced to throw the ball. Or you do a delayed run up the middle where we all know what will happen in that instance. This is probably the best I've seen from Saquon Barkley, though, this season. So in terms of like just like big chunk runs where if they gave it to him, maybe he picks it up. Whereas previously, I'm like, he's just going to hit for a 1-yard loss. Thank God he got. What are you doing, AJ? What the fuck are you doing? The Todd Pinkston analogy is real now. I need to see a replay of that. Like, how far off was that ball, if at all? Because on the play, it looked like it wasn't at all, and he thought he was going to get hit. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts continues to get drilled seemingly every time he drops back. Let's see. Show the fucking replay. They didn't show. Did it get tipped? If it got tipped, I'll give him a break. But it literally looked like he heard footsteps and he moved out of the way. I can't believe they're not going to show a replay of that. Like an actual replay. I'm going to rewind it. Let's take a look. I'm going to rewind it. I do find it hard to believe that A.J. Brown would all of a sudden, like the guy who's chiseled out of granite, would all of a sudden get alligator arms. But in the moment, I was like, well, damn, it did certainly look like a Todd Pinkston-esque play. All right, let's take a look. I reround the play. All right. It had to have gotten tipped. Again, though, I can't really tell from that angle, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because what does he gain from not catching the football? Where are you watching? I got the replay. I'm at home. Believe it or not, this is not a bar. What are you watching? No, we got a replay, but they didn't actually show when he caught it because they had to cut away for the punt. And that was my issue. They showed you a replay, and then as soon as they got to the point where he was about to catch the ball, they cut away because the Eagles were punting. At least that's what I got. It got tipped. AJ didn't even attempt. Okay, it did get tipped. All right. Pick six would be great. Danny, from your thumbs to God's TikTok feed. I'd love that. That'd be cool. All right. Go Birds, obviously. Commercial break. I'll give you guys a respite a little bit on the plugging of my my YouTube channel. So Notorious on the YouTube said Jalen Hurts threw a high wobbler hospital ball, and AJ Brown made a business decision. I'm not blaming Hurts on that throw because he was getting hit. Like, I was actually impressed with the fact he got the ball out when he did. How about the play calling? Saquon is buzzing, and we need to kill clock, so let's air it out. Yeah, I didn't like the play calling on first down for sure. Second down, he ends up gaining 2 yards, but it's you throw it to the right side or run to the right side. I can't stand that. And then third down, you're in a 3rd and 6. You kind of have to throw it. Eagles are garbage, and this is coming from Eagles 1925. I understand your pain, my man. I do. I understand your pain. Eagles to Cancun. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Cancun's beautiful this time of year. I wouldn't even blame him on that. Great tackle. The MVP of this game so far for the Eagles has been the defensive line. Jalen Phillips has been all over the place. They should have like 8 sacks if it wasn't for all, Lamar Herbert over here. At least we have a defense. Yeah, DJ, correct. Hurts is playing like Helen Keller. Shout out to Helen. Thoughts on Jordan Love? He's good. He's a very good quarterback. I don't know if he's one that is a Super Bowl winner. I don't know if you look at that guy and you go like, oh shit, like I'm terrified of him, but he's good. I don't know how good Matt LaFleur is. But yeah, he's not one where I go like, oh, easy win. Although Vic Fangio had his way with him. This better not end in a damn tie. That would be the most Eagles thing for this season. What you just wrote about a tie I feel like would be a very Eagles type 2025 Eagles ending in a tie. Helen Keller would be better. I like Hurts, but no one cares for y'all. What do you mean no one cares for y'all? Like no one likes us? I wake up like this every day. I know. I'm aware. Go Bird. Get him. Jordan Davis. Again. He's been a beast this game. And I am someone that I will remind everybody the cows come home about this. I shit on this guy so much for 4 years. And all he has done this particular season is ball the fuck out. I would have cringed if they signed this guy to an extension before the season. And now I'm like, you have to sign him to an extension. Like, he is balling the fuck out. Shout out to Peloton, because apparently the dude got a Peloton. All of a sudden, he became like the player they thought they were getting when they drafted him 12th overall. It took 5 years, but at least we got it. All right, punt, huge play, and the Eagles will have like 3.5 minutes to work. Look at Britton Covey. Look at Britton Covey go. Go, little white boy. Go, little white boy. As a little white boy myself, I feel like we need to support those in the community. It's like a little like sect of us. I wish I was as athletic as him. I'm not, but love me some white cornerback. What we got here? All right, go Birds. 3:30. How we feeling, folks? How we feeling? Defense came through again. They did. Jalen been sacked. Covey's having career performance out here. Me and a guy I used to work with used to joke that Britton Covey would lead the league if they had a stat of just getting absolutely obliterated on returns. Because every return he would get cracked where you're like, he's not alive anymore. And then he would come back the next punt return. I mean, I feel like he was just leading the league in CTE because he was just so small that he would get murdered. But I'm probably gonna ban for that word. Definitely getting banned from TikTok for like a week for that. All good, Andrew. You can cheer for your team, man. Same thing with Chase. Oh no, he said Chargers blow. Well, everybody can cheer for the team, except if you're a Mets fan, then like you're not welcome. You know what's funny about Covey is he wasn't even he got brought in mid-season. I mean, he's been on the team for a couple of years, but they let him go, and then they were like, "Shit, we need the guy back because Gibson ain't it. We need little Britton Covey back." All right, 2nd and 9. Oh, they brought the blitz. AJ, go. Nice job. AJ Brown. All right, he's back. He's so back. He's back. Love that. Time for Tank Bigsby. I wouldn't have a problem with a little first down run from Tank. Tank runs up the middle, and he lives up to the name. Why don't we use Tank more? I think they're just in a situation a lot of times where they don't have long drives. You know, if you remember last year, Saquon Barkley would get them into like the 15, and then they would bring in Kenny Gainwell. And it was because Saquon Barkley got them into the 15. Like they would have these long sustained drives. They need a break. This season, when you look at it, like they don't have those long sustained drives. Saquon doesn't need a break. So I think that's the answer of why they don't. I don't think it's a conscious effort. I think ideally they'd like to use Tank Bigsby more. They're not in a situation where they're able to because they just don't have, they don't have those drives. Chargers about to fold. I hope, Rabbit. I hope you're right. I love AJ too. I think AJ gets a little bit of a bad rap by people because everybody's terrified that he's going to be TO 2.0, but I love AJ. I was a little mad at him last drive when I thought that he alligator armed the ball, but it got tipped. All right. 2nd and 10. Here we go. All right. They're on like another pass to AJ over the middle. Field goal range. I was worried he was going to get a flag because he kind of pushed the guy away. That is what I've been waiting for all season long. And if you've been on these before, you've heard me complain about it. Up until this point, all they've been doing with AJ Brown is go routes. Just go straight. He makes his money cutting in. The slant patterns are where he makes his bread. And it opens up the bomb. And all season long, we haven't seen this. Thank God. Thank God we're finally getting a slant in a key moment. Go Birds. Go Birds. All right. Everybody likes, he's 1 yard away from 100. That'd be cool. Last 3 games, 110, 132. Yeah, he was the only one last week to kind of show up in Dallas against Chicago. They need to do it more. Yeah, I don't know why some slap dick on the couch knows this, and they're just like, yeah, just go straight. It's just a very like pedestrian play calling. Oh, it went nowhere. Not only did it go nowhere, it went to the left side where I've been begging them to rush, and he got bottled up. Again, I don't know ball. I appreciate you guys all sticking around watching this game with a guy that doesn't know ball. Admittedly so. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Saquon is locked down. He's been locked down all year. Again, I do point to like their offensive line's been banged up. Philly defense and AJ got me back into fantasy. Oh, good for you, man. Down 20. Jake, I hope you win. Really hope you win. And you figure like if they end up taking the lead here, defense will have a shot at getting some sacks because Herbert will be throwing. So go Birds, Nikki. Go Birds. Always in forever. Where in Jersey are you located? Filthy. Oh, wait. Filthy. Oh, I get you're trying to say Philly. That's horrible. You're better than that. You can come up with a more creative insult than that. Bam. Oh, my God. He almost caught it. Oh, that's a really good deep ball. He dropped that in there, too. Well, like, again, like the slant opened up the deep ball. For the guy who said filthy, but you'd be drinking tea if it wasn't for the city of Philadelphia, and you'd be saying "God save the Queen." I don't know where Long Beach Island is. The last time I was in Jersey, I went to Collingswood for a coffee date, and that's it. That's the last time. Sometimes I go to Cherry Hill for movies. I don't get out there that much. I'm kind of staying in a lane over here in the birthplace of America. I did her out, and she just left me on red. So now here's a guy like Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if you're talking about. What did Danny say? Somebody said RIP. Oh, there's injury. Jeez, yeah. I up in the first half watch along, but like I really hope that he doesn't end on that note. You know, like he's an all-time great. I wonder if he's Canton bound. Like that tells me yeah, because he's just had such a long, sustained career. I wouldn't leave you on red. Thank you. I do appreciate that. She did. It hurt me to my core. We can get together, like, but I'm going on vacation for like 2 weeks. Like, all right, like I'll circle back. I circled back, and she squared away. Or I should say she squared up. I circled back. She squared up. I'm not getting the date is the point. Oh, God. But that's a horrible play call. 3rd and 11. He's got no blockers whatsoever. You call that. Like, you didn't learn your lesson from the first quarter. That's what you drew up on 3rd and 11. That play call. There was no blockers. And now we got to rely on Jake Elliott again. Go Birds is the point. Go Birds. Yeah, it's tough in these streets. Tough in these streets. Sliding into DMs, trying. 44-yard attempts, and he hit it. All right, Birds up 19-16. 2:16 left. Chargers have 1 timeout. Plenty of time, though, for Justin Herbert, the way he's playing. Yeah, it's tough. And, I really thought, too, that I thought that with the price of coffee nowadays, like, there would be more women that were just like, fuck, I need a free latte. Like, I'll deal with this dude for, like, 32 minutes. Like, I just need a free latte. And to my surprise, no. There's more. They're like, I'll buy my own. And that's a humbling experience because lattes are like $9. But they're like, no, we're cool. 32 minutes with you or paying $9. I'll take the $9 latte. Thanks. Anyway, go Birds. That's the point. Smitty hasn't had a good game. That he has not. He's kind of been invisible. I mean, he hasn't been invisible because when you've noticed him, it hasn't been good. Yeah, DGI is the same. How's the play call? Why a screen, bro? Why a screen? Why a screen pass? I have no idea. You know why? Because they did it in the first quarter and it didn't work then. So law of averages. Hey, it might work now. It's always Halloween with you. They stay ghosted. Oh, do they ever? I mean, you know the half of it. I was texting a girl for like a solid week and a half. And as soon as I get to the point where it's like, hey, are you free? It's like, boom. We're moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter. We're in the bathroom hiding, and we're a ghost. The score is 19-16 Eagles, 2:11 left. Chargers have the ball, 1 timeout. I can't buy a date. We're all going through it. Go Birds. Pass rush is looking great, though. They're once again flushed Justin Herbert out. Incomplete. Danny, I also need the Eagles to close this out. Why not a slant to A.J. Brown there? I don't know. My cousin just paid $10 for a glizzy. $10 for a hot dog? No, I am turning around when the guy goes $10. No way. Fuck out of here. $10 for a hot dog. On what planet? Good defense by Cooper. Good defense. Good defense. All right, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Trust me, it's much harder for us ladies. It's for the women out there. I've heard that basically like you guys are just inundated. Like it's And then you get tired of it because like just trying to find someone that's not a creep is tough. So it's literally the polar opposite. Like getting a girl to answer and then actually getting a coffee date or something along the lines of that is tough. And then I feel like with women, for you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like you blink and you have 1,000 people lined up to be like, "What's up, baby? Want to come over?" I'm like, I'm not inviting you over to my domicile. No, not at all. We were just weary of our lives at this point. Yeah, I did a whole TikTok on this, but like, I always end up giving, if I'm meeting you for a first date, I give you my full name and my birthday, so that you can do a background check if you want. Because I listen to so much true crime podcasts, and half the time with those true crime podcasts, it's like the girl got unalived and she didn't know who she was going out with. Now, like, I'm not very intimidating, and but still, I'm like. So I did the whole TikTok because I didn't know if that was weird or not. Some people were like, "That's fucking weird," and then most of them were like, "No, it's great. Keep doing it." Commercial break, by the way. As I sit there giving you dating tips from a guy that can't get a date. Last guy asked me to meet me at a cemetery. Nope. That's a hard no. To do what? That's so bold. YouTube plug is coming, DG. That is so bold. Oh, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to like a game? Do you want to go to a restaurant, drinks? We can do a quizzo. No. Meet me at Aunt Ethel's gravestone. We'll have a little picnic. Absolutely not. Crazy. Did you go? Now I need to know if you went. Because part of me would be like, that is batshit insane. Kind of want to go. Kind of want to see what the guy's about. And then logically, I'd be like, no, I'm not going. But like, that's his opener. That's the opening thing. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's like, I've told people before, like, hey, I'm pretty much down to do anything except bury a unalive person. Like, I'm not going to prison for you. So if that's your idea of a good time on like a Tuesday night, like that's our first date. Like that's where I draw the line. Okay. But a cemetery, that might be the new one. Yeah, YouTube plug, because DG asked for it. Links in the bio. If you could click that link, it'll take you to my sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. You don't have to watch any of the videos. They're very mediocre. You're just helping me out. Or you could just search my name, Pat Egan, in YouTube, and then you'll find it. 3rd and 10, minute 58 left. One timeout. Chargers are on the 28-yard line. He backs up. He throws. He is open, but he tripped. And there's a flag on the play. He didn't trip. He was held up, and it'll be a first down. It'll be pass interference. All right, automatic first down. Should I bring a shovel? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'd say to that. Like, what was his plan? That's crazy. Gonna do it. I don't know what that means. Hurts has not played well, Billy. He's been real bad. Really, really bad. I feel like I couldn't even joke about like, hey, like meet me at the cemetery. It's going down. Oh my God, how did he escape that again? How the fuck did he escape that? Good Lord. And he got it out of bounds. That was a weak PI, but I would have a buddy. I'd have a friend around the corner, but I'd also like be very curious of like, I have to find out. Like curiosity is getting the better of me. I need to find out what this guy's deal is. Like what exactly makes him tick where he goes, out of all the places we could go, Laurel Hill Cemetery is it for me. All right. So they're down to the 47, the Birds 47, 48. Minute 34. Jalen Hurts seems like he is enthralled in this game. Can't keep defending. AJ, that throw by Hurts was perfect. I was critical of it, and then people were like, it was tipped. So, and I didn't see the replay because they didn't really show a clean replay of it. So I don't know if it was tipped, but It's hard for me to imagine that it wasn't tipped because why would AJ Brown all of a sudden turn into Todd Pinkston? In the moment, I was very like you. While we're on the topic, yeah, what do we got? We can bring up pretty much any topic on here. Name another quarterback who can have Hurts game and still win the game. Oh God, Brock Osweiler, Paxton Lynch, oh, EJ Manuel. I'm gonna keep going. People said that like their broadcast show. I'm watching the ESPN one, and they showed a replay, but when they got to the point where he was about to catch the ball, they didn't show you a clean one. They cut away because the Eagles were punting. So while they showed a replay, it wasn't a good one. Jay Cutler. Someone brought up Jay Cutler. Appreciate you coming over, Jonathan. Jay Cutler could obviously have a kind of game like this. Jake Plummer. I mentioned Tony Banks earlier, but he couldn't. 3rd and 4. Herbert drops back. He runs. He'll pick up the first down. Good tackle by Nolan Smith, but he still picks up the first down. They're about to be in field goal range. Pat Mahomes. No, Pat Mahomes could never. Never. No, he obviously could. FIFA Peace Prize. Yeah, that was kind of a joke. All right. Oh my God, they bit so hard on that. They bit so fucking hard on that. 21, and did they take their final timeout? They must have, because yeah, 21 seconds. They'll take a shot or two at the end zone, you figure, because they're at like the 30-ish. Man, they bit so fucking hard on that. I mean, I did too. Eagles charge Monday football. God, I'm embarrassed as an Eagles fan. Isn't that weird that we're fans of the reigning Super Bowl champs, and I feel like we've all been embarrassed this season by how it's gone, where we're like they can't get 21 points. What else we got here? Bella, hello. This game is going to give me a state. I feel like that was an autocorrect. A state. At least we're not Chiefs fans. I enjoy watching Travis Kelce sit on the sidelines, sad, and I'm petty about it. I really do. I enjoy the shit out of it. I enjoy watching Brady Mahomes be sad in a box. I like the fact that we're gonna have finally a season where you're not going to see Taylor Swift dripped out in Chiefs stuff in a box in the playoffs, acting like she was there when Brody Croyle was slinging the rock. Like, big fan of that. I enjoy watching Chris Jones cry. I actually like Chris Jones, but yeah. And it's a shame too, because I'm a huge Andy Reid fan. Like, I love Andy Reid. Love him. I will go to war for Andy Reid. And thank God, by the way, the Eagles got their Super Bowl before Andy got his. It's 3rd and 1, so I'll give you the comparison you didn't ask for after this play. Throws it. Good coverage. Incomplete. So I always compared the Eagles and Andy Reid situation. Like, we can all be happy for Andy Reid when he won a Super Bowl because we had just won a Super Bowl. And it's very similar, like when you're in a long-term relationship and you guys break up and you stay friendly, it's like you don't want that person getting to the altar before you. If the person gets to the altar before you, you can have fun at the wedding. You know, you can have fun because it's like, I got married first. It's all good. I'm glad that you're happy and healthy. But if that person finds love and happiness first and you have to go to the wedding, you're sad. And he tied it. All right. Overtime's likely headed our way. 8 seconds left. So that's kind of how I always compared it with it. Because could you imagine being an Eagles fan if Andy Reid, after all those years, had won a Super Bowl before the Birds? It would have been so annoying and obnoxious. Like, I worked in sports radio. Like, I would have been calling out those days because I just didn't want to hear hosts and callers. Oh, this is typical Philly. Can't do it in Philly, but he does it in Kansas. Thank God. Anyway, tie game. I don't think anybody watched any of this game and thought we need more of it, but here we are. So I don't know. I'd never There isn't one kicker ever where I'd be like, fuck, I need a picture with that guy. I was in a suite once with David Akers. Like I was like, okay, cool. David Akers is here. And they're showing like these band kids that are like, we need to get Cameron Dickers picture. I've had a stroke. I've been talking nonstop for 4 hours. All right, go Birds. Yes, Logan, go Birds. Go Birds. Here we go. Eagles get the ball. Will Shipley runs right in a pile. Yeah, you just wanted this. I don't know if you want the game over or if you want the over because the over I don't think is going to hit, but the game itself. Actually, I think I had this game at 38, believe it or not. My league that I talked about where you pick against the spread, you have to the tiebreaker each week is the Monday Night Football combined score, and I think I had like 37 or 38. I was ready for this game to be over at halftime. What do you think they need to do to fix this damn? There's nothing they can do. Teresa, there's nothing. It's too late. The coach will tell you it's not too late. It is too late. It is week 14. He will tell you there's plenty of football left. There's not. If they fire Kevin Patullo, then Nick Sirianni calling the plays, and that's not good. Like, there's nothing they can do. You're just hope to God that you somehow kumbaya. I mean, they're so desperate, they brought in a positivity bunny. They had a giant bunny in the locker room. I don't know if anyone saw this. Like, it's not good. Who's to blame? A lot of people to blame. My one guy on here. Why now? M5, why would you cry at me, bud? Short answer is the person probably the most to blame, honestly, is Howie, which is crazy to say. But I say that because Howie allowed Nick to promote Kevin Patullo from within instead of demanding that Nick go outside of the organization and hire a proven OC. Then Howie had too much faith in Tyler Steen. He let Darius Slay go, replace him with Adoree Jackson. He let Josh Sweat go. This isn't to be critical of Howie's allowed to have a bad offseason. But this particular offseason, when I look at it top to bottom, that's been bad. And then the offensive line's been banged up. But yeah, it like when I look at the problems, like Nick Sirianni's a puppet. He's a puppet for the ownership. But when you saw what Nick Sirianni did, with Brian Johnson to allow him once again to promote from within, it looks to be organizational malpractice that we're sitting here going through the same thing as 2023, which is a head coach that's likely meddling and an OC that doesn't know what he's doing. And when you factor in the talent that they lost, that they tried to replace, replace Josh Sweat with Uche. Uche's a healthy scratch tonight. They tried to replace Mekhi Becton with Tyler Steen. Tyler Steen's terrible. They tried to replace Adoree Jackson with Darius Slay. That hasn't worked out. And I understand that Darius Slay and both Mekhi Becton and Darius Slay, Mekhi Becton hasn't played well. Darius Slay's on the street right now. The CJ Gardner trade, horrible. CJ Gardner trade was probably that to me was like a Jimmy Butler-ish. Okay, the coaches don't want to deal with you, so we're going to usher you out. Like, they clearly missed that dude. But then again, the defense isn't really the problem. It's more of the offense. I think you get my point. Andy, they did not lose yet. They're going into OT, as Danny said, as I was waxing poetic. They'll go to the playoffs. I think they just probably lose. But yeah, go Eagles. Andy, fly Eagles, fly. We're all friends here, you know. Appreciate everybody on here. You guys are all cool as we wait for overtime to start. Chargers are going to get the ball. I'm out of the mountains and can't watch it. What are you doing in the mountains? Do you need help? What mountain? Are you in like Everest? Kilimanjaro? They had 3 times to get CJGJ and they don't want to admit that they were wrong. Well, I think it's twofold too. I think they weren't going to bring back CJGJ because they had drafted Makuba. And at that point, you'd rather have Makuba starting than CJGJ. And then CJGJ was going to go to a team where he could start right away, and he wasn't going to start here. So as soon as they drafted Makuba, like if they didn't draft Makuba and they had like a veteran replacement like an Adoree Jackson but playing safety, I'd be like, go get CJGJ. But when you drafted Makuba and started him right away, then it became like no point of going to get him. And Makuba's played really well. Chargers got the ball. I love like CJGJ to me is that little like viral clip on TikTok of like like I want to hate you. I wish I could. But I can't hate you or whatever. Like that's me with CJGJ. Like there's no way I could ever hate CJGJ because he's just the guy was like the embodiment of Philadelphia. Like that attitude was just I loved it. I don't miss sudden. I hated sudden death. Hated it so much. I wish they did college overtime. I love college overtime. How we didn't make enough trades before the deadline and the fact that we Patullo. I disagree. Adam, he made 3. And the biggest one was Jalen Phillips. And getting Jalen Phillips for a third, I think, was good because you're probably getting that back in comp. Here's a fun story. I was in college, as I've talked about, big Temple football fan. And my girlfriend at the time tried to get me to leave. My God, they bid again on that so hard. She tried to get me to leave Temple, Central Michigan, that was heading to overtime. And I was like, there's no way we're leaving. Like, this is college football overtime in person. You want me to leave and Dan Lefevre's out here in overtime? She's my ex now. Anyway, go Birds. What about our corners? You're the guy with the Vespa. You remember? Yeah, that's me. I don't have I've actually never ridden a Vespa. The Vespa I used in that picture was actually the Casey from Preston Steves. Oh God, that's a huge run. It's a fucking huge run. And now they're in Eagles territory. Oh, not feeling great. Yep. The last time I was in Swedesboro was probably 10 years ago too. This isn't good. This isn't good. This game sucks so bad. There's like no redeeming qualities to this game. All right. If they can like hold them here, at least you make it a really, really, really tough field goal. All right, Jordan Davis. Way to stand him up. I may need another shot for this game, though. Here's the I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. Because I feel like if I did, and I was watching this all season, I would be in Alcoholics Anonymous. Teresa's right. This has been such a boring season. It has. When I watch an offense that I know what they're capable of struggle to score 21 points, it's just, and the sad part is I feel like the offense, when they get the ball back, like you're in a situation where you got to have to hold them a field goal. Or, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is I have no faith in the offense scoring a touchdown. All right. I've heard the alcohol numbs the pain, and for whatever reason, I'm out here raw dogging it. That is my first mistake. I don't disagree with you. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm out here just raw dogging the pain of the Eagles season thus far. 3rd and 7, though. 3rd and 7. Here we go. All right. They need to stop, obviously. They need to stop. They need a stop. Hold it to a long-ass field goal. Good protection. Get him. All right. It's going to be a tough field goal. Yeah, if they score a touchdown. Yeah, I meant more of like I don't have faith that the Eagles want it go down and like actually win the game. They'd be going for a tie, I guess. Alcohol and Eagles losing is me crying. That's not good, Danny. Nobody likes that. We don't like you crying. There were some good times, Who could forget the game that Nakobe Dean has played? Been tremendous. Jalen Phillips played great. All right, 54 yards. It'd be cool if he missed it. Miss it. He hit it. Oh, what a dick. What a dickhead. Like, why'd you have to go fucking hit the field goal? Just like miss it. This highlights big time the miss that Jake Elliott had. big time. And what really, to me, what really highlights the miss that Jake Elliott had even more was the horrible play call that they had that could have got him closer to that range. And instead, they threw out the flat to Will Shipley, which then set up which should have still been a makeable field goal for Jake Elliott, but he ends up missing it instead of getting an easy 5 yards. No. Let's throw out the flat to Will Shipley. He doesn't reel it in, and thus here we are. Being an Eagles fan is fun. Well, we get an overtime plug for the YouTube channel. Yeah, so if you're new here, if you're not, I feel so bad because you've heard this a billion times, but that's how desperate I am for subscribers. If you possibly could click the link in my bio and go to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I need subscribers. I'm very desperate. You don't need to watch anything, but I'm slutting it out for subscribers. And if you don't want to click the link, if you could just go to YouTube and type in Pat Egan and you'll find my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could just help me out. I need 1,000. And once I hit 1,000, I will stop begging because YouTube